Opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the voice of the people. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Sky's the limit, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
We don't fight for rings and stuff like that. I don't fear anyone.
En este deporte no se viene a jugar y no le tengo miedo a nadie.
We don't come to play in this sport. I fear no one in this sport.
Does that mean that you will fight Triple G later this year?
Como lo dije en la pelea pasada, ahorita mismo me vuelvo a poner los guantes.
As I said in the last fight, right now I'll put on the gloves again.
¡Viva México!
Canelo wants to unify all the titles.
When did you realize, Andy, that you could take his power?
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me. So, talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the Boxing Voice.
Good morning, TBV. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and good morning. Welcome to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. It is August 5th, and without a doubt, Doomy's making noise on his mic. We're going to be talking about his Honduran brethren, Teofimo Lopez. 1.25, is it enough? Should he take it? Was Gervonta betting on himself, taking a measly $75,000? But that was a first title shot. This is a unification. A lot to discuss, man. But this is what we're going to be discussing. If you want to join us, you want to give us your opinion, you already know the number to call in. 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Just to give you the facts, Lomachenko versus Lopez, Vasiliy Lomachenko versus Teofimo Lopez, title bout in jeopardy over money. The proposed bout between the unified lightweight champion, Vasiliy Lomachenko, and the IBF champion, Teofimo Lopez from Honduras, tentatively was set for October 3rd, but it's officially in jeopardy as Teofimo and his manager, David McWaters, they don't think that 1.5 is right. But you already know this is what we're going to be talking about. And like I said, this is another episode of TBV where we bringing you the latest news like this subject, the hottest topics like this subject, and some great interviews like today at 9:30. We're going to have Pedro Diaz, world-renowned trainer of many and a huge stable out there in Miami. We'll talk to Pedro Diaz at 9:30. But really quick, let me introduce to you my co-host in Corpus Christi, Texas, Mario Munguia, and here in New Jersey, Alexander Lionez. What's going on, gentlemen? Good morning.
What is up? Call us late faces.
Call you.
Hey, what happened?
Woke up lying. My mic was muted. All right.
Yeah, that was me. My bad. I pointed.
Nest.
I didn't see if you knew it was me. I thought I was muted up.
And I'm gonna have to give you. I'm gonna have to give you another one.
Hey, what happened?
How you don't know how to pronounce my country? Honduria.
I said Honduras. Afterwards, I said it in Spanish. The thing is, when you try to
sounded like he was naming an Eastern European.
Dog, the thing is, when you try to pronounce things, I mean, like when your brain is registering in English and Spanish, that's what happens, right? Because when I said it in Spanish, it sounded way better, Honduras, right? So like, yo, Honduria.
I gotta step in for the Honduran future champ.
Future? I don't know. If he don't take this fight, how he gonna be a future champ? I mean, I guess he's a champ, just not unified.
Right now, though.
He's the champ, but he's gonna be a super champ after he beats Loma. I mean, look, what can I tell you about this, guys? I mean, we're living in times where money's been cut from from the boxing budget, so to speak. There's monies that are not there anymore. And a boxer has to sit there and question whether he's gonna, devaluate himself in lieu of that, or stick to his guns. I mean, we don't give Terrence Crawford too much bashing for sticking to his guns and wanting what he wants and not devaluing himself. I mean, no matter what, COVID or not, you're getting punched in the face. And this is ESPN's deal. And the ultimate benefit would be ESPN in all of this. So if they can't find the money through Bob, I mean, who are they talking to out there in ESPN to make this fight happen? I mean, look, bro, we all know that once you get paid, half of that is gone because you got to pay taxes and all this other stuff, manager, everything else. So it's like, what are you really offering him, man? What are you really offering?
Yeah, listen, and we can talk about the Aram quotes, that we got. Keith Eidick published a story on Boxing Scene last night. I think it was last night. It was yesterday, I think. And Bob had some scathing quotes. But actually, no, this was him talking to ESPN. But it was a Keith Eidick story I read. But here are the quotes. He says, this is Bob talking. We explained to them we have no gate revenue, no closed circuit revenue. I mean, we're willing to pay him a big price, but again, I'm not going to lose millions of dollars on an event because he thinks he's worth more. Yo, I got to know what y'all think about
Cut him loose. Cut him loose. You don't think he worth it? Cut him loose and watch PBC jump on it to make a freaking pay-per-view with Gervonta Davis. Watch DAZN jump on it to make a huge fight over there on DAZN with Regis, with Broner, with Devin, with Mikey. Go
okay,
ahead,
let me
cut
ask
him
you
loose.
then.
Cut
Let me
him
ask
loose.
you like this though: is Teofimo Loma? I'm not, and take your boxing minds out of it. Okay, don't be a hardcore for a second. Is Teofimo Loma the same as a Teofimo Tank or a Teofimo Leo Santa
Tank
Cruz?
is bigger. Teofimo Tank is bigger.
That's what I'm saying.
Way
That's
bigger.
what I'm saying. That's
Bigger,
listen,
bigger,
that's
bigger.
what I'm saying. No, okay, and let's preface that by saying it's not bigger in the sense of what it means for the sport. Loma Teofimo is the fight. Let's not get that twisted. But in terms of commercial appeal and in terms of the ceiling, in terms of how much money they can make, yeah, Tank's the bigger star. He does the bigger numbers. Like, let's be real about that. Loma's a global star, sure, but Top Rank's an American company. And at the end of the day, I just think that, I don't know. I don't want to say that I understand where Bob's coming from because I don't. When he's talking about Teofimo and that money just doesn't seem right. But I feel like, yo, you're giving Loma all this money and like, I don't know. Like, I think Loma's great. He's in my pound for pound list. He deserves to be number one. But yo, he's not that guy. Like, let's be real. He's no Floyd Mayweather where you could take somebody, hey, take short money, shoot your shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, Floyd did that to people, but Loma's not Floyd. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to get behind that money, but at the same time, like, I just don't know how to really view it. Like, who's the bad guy in this situation? Because I understand where Bob's coming from. Like, no revenue, no gate. And neither of these guys are pay-per-view attractions. So it doesn't really work to put it on pay-per-view, especially with such a bloated pay-per-view schedule, both from the UFC and boxing, specifically that of PBC. So we just, I don't know. It's such a weird thing. But here's my biggest thing. I promise. Just another 15 more seconds. It's like if we're in a situation during this pandemic where a promoter's telling us that we can't get the biggest fights because there's no money, then what are we doing, guys? Like, what are we going to keep watching Teofimo and Lomachenko and Shakur and these, lopsided bubble fights? Like, no, they don't want that. We don't want that. You saying the money's not there. I'm going to ask, where is it? Because, that network deal is pretty hefty. And if they ain't cutting ends, you know what I'm saying? If they ain't breaking bread with my boys, like, I don't know. It's protect the fighters at all time. That's my whole thing. But the situation's terrible. It really
Fall out there, and it's calling you by name. It wants to wrap its
What
whole
in the
self
hell
around
is
you,
that?
make you forget who
Do me,
you
what
are.
is that?
That was an ad.
Why?
It popped up.
Why are you doing us this way?
Ad popped up like a pimple on a website I clicked to try to
Oh,
get some purse
I'm not
information.
paying attention.
Well, what am I gonna do when Google sends ads on you? Yeah, look, Lomachenko earned he earned what was it, 1.2 million with a guarantee of 3.2 million against Crawler, Anthony Crawler. So it's like,
Toyota
this is
Corolla.
a much bigger. What happened, champ?
Toyota Corolla.
Yeah, he tuned up the Corolla, and he got 1.2 million with a guarantee of 3.2. Guys, he fought Anthony Crolla for what now? Was it a championship belt?
Bro,
What was
but
it?
Eddie said it the best. Eddie said that Luke Campbell made more money fighting Loma than
As a
Tio,
mandatory.
than Tio's making,
As a mandatory.
which is worse.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Say what?
You know what I mean?
So
Yeah, listen, I get that. I get that. I do.
Nobel Campbell can make.
Do you have the actual quote from Eddie? Can you read it to the people? To the people.
I had
the people.
I had Dave McWater's quote pulled up, but yeah, that won't take me but a second. But go ahead, Doomy, you can finish though.
20 minutes till we get
Pedro
Diaz.
The trainer, the boxing mind.
Lamente.
Of many Cuban amateurs and
Not
pros.
just Cuban at this point. He's branched out. He's got Ivan Branchek down there. He's got Tyrone Sponge that's a fake Dominican. He's from where he's from? He looks Dominican, but he's from Helsinki or something.
Yeah, he's from one of them islands, I think. I don't know.
So he specifically said, Eddie said, it's not a lot of money in reference to Teofimo and Lomachenko. In fact, it's poor money for a guy who is a world champion. Luke Campbell got more than that, and he was a mandatory challenger. If you're saying for one of the biggest fights in boxing, an existing champ only gets 1.2 mil to fight the pound-for-pound champ, it's poor money. And that's the bottom line for me. I can see where people are going to point at Teofimo, and even Eddie said it in there. He's not a bigger star now than he would be in a year or two. And Eddie said that, he thinks that the fight should marinate more. I, of course, don't want that, and none of us do, but he thinks that only time will make it bigger. And he's probably right, but it's you can't get this close to a fight and then not produce. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And then on the other side, where these guys go from here? Teofimo has options, Loma has options, but all those options take them away from each other. You know what I'm saying? So
I think
I don't know.
That's that. If something like that happens where the fight doesn't get made and they have to meet someone else, it's gonna lose its luster a bit, man. These negotiations like this can really sometimes turn people off. I know ultimately we're gonna show up to see the fight, but
I disagree.
People can unsubscribe, boxing fans. People can get mad at this, if the fight is in jeopardy and it doesn't happen on time. People have been waiting for this for a little bit. So, ESPN should consider that. They should consider and all that because, subscription money can be lost on their end too, even though they're the ultimate winner. But they turn off some fans, they could turn off some subscriptions. But yeah,
I disagree. I think that it's all right for them to go ahead and take an in-between fight. Right now, everybody is taking tune-ups and like we like to call them pandemic fights. So, I think it's a great idea for Tio to stick to his guns, bet on himself, believe in himself, refuse the offer, go on and do something else because he has time in this game. Yeah, fight fans will be mad he didn't fight Loma today. So what? Loma's the one with the candle almost out. Tio just lit it. So if you don't want to fight, if you don't want to give me the right money, cool. Give me another dude that's not on this level. I'm going to make money for an easy fight. And that's one less fight on my contract. Let's see if next time we sit down at the table, you got your mind right, or you going to pay me for another fight that you know I'm going to win, and that'll be one more fight left or off of my contract. And we can go wherever we want. We are Teofimo with a belt in 12, 13, 14 fights. We are marketable. We are marketable. You don't want us? No problem. Same Ryan Garcia situation, except Tio has more of a leg to stand on. He's actually fought real opposition that people make him, believe that he is that guy. So take your show on the road. Oh, you don't believe in me? Cut me loose. Cut me loose. I bet you Floyd will believe in me because they in Vegas. They see me spawn. I bet you they believe in me. I bet you Al want me. I bet you David McWaters want me. Keith Conley want me. I bet you a bunch of people want me. Go ahead and slip up. Go ahead. I could do a pay-per-view with Ryan on DAZN. I could do a super fight with Ryan on DAZN at 35, with Haney at 35, with Javante at 35 on PBC. You know? So many people. Abner's still there. So many people.
Yeah, listen, I don't want that. I don't want anything to happen to this fight. I want this fight, and at this point, you know, I don't know where it goes from here, but I can. There's nothing else that's gonna make it okay. Like, yeah, you're making some, you know, you're saying some good names or whatever, but they're all a disappointment at this point.
But Mario,
like,
the thing is this, right? Like, you guys need to delve into this because your first title shot, yeah, you take short money like Tank. We actually recommend it. Like, come on, man, just get that. Because everybody knows when you defend is when you make money. So it's like, if not now, when? If he doesn't stand up for this, when? He's supposed to make money technically right now. He won the belt. He's defending the belt. But you telling them, nah, we can't do that? Oh, all right, well, let's not. Go give me a can, and I'm going to knock him over. Like, if you can't do it, that's okay. If you can't do it, that's okay. But you guys, as fight fans, shouldn't be telling him to take short money on his defense. If this was his first title shot, if this was an opportunity.
No,
you know,
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Yeah, listen, I'm not saying he should take short money. To me, 1.2 for this fight seems off. You know, and people will point to the numbers, you know, with Teofimo. Right, they'll point to all the numbers that they can look at and say, well, you know, he's not there, and they could say bet on yourself, and they can say a lot of things, but ultimately, I think Eddie said it best. Like, this is a kid putting his career on the line, essentially. You know, some people don't bounce back from that first loss. Like, you don't know what could happen in this fight. You know what I mean? That could change the trajectory of a Teofimo Lopez. Right, Loma's that good. This is a very dangerous fight, and it's a fight that he's probably going to be in there as the betting underdog. So I think ultimately you can't expect him, with all the chips that he has, be it the title, the momentum, everything. He has helped build this fight. There is no Lomachenko-Teofimo without Teofimo. You know, nobody's going to put this on the back of Lomachenko and suggest that it could be a success all by itself. You know, that's the separation between him and Floyd. Floyd could fight Robert Guerrero. He could fight Andre Berto, and it wouldn't matter because it's still going to do close to 1 million pay-per-view buys, right? That's not the case with this.
Just think about it this way.
Let's give a little bit of insight, man, right now.
Think about it this way.
I think people are forgetting exactly how much money this really is. Like, for those that don't know, like 1.25 million, 1.2 million, it's not what he gets. That's what he's being offered. Take out taxes, 50, 60%. You're left with like half of that. All right. And then you got training, you got managing fees, you got all that. What are you really left with? What are you really left with? Like, really start to pay attention for all those out there that are saying that he's a ducker, that this is his way out.
Well, I don't even think that's the argument, bro. The argument is this. Devin Haney was Vasil's mandatory. Vasil didn't have the time to fight him. He didn't think Haney was popular enough or meant enough. Devin went on to fight a Dominican where he got paid 1.2. So at the end of the day, there is no argument. It's just unjust. So T.O. can walk away and let Vasil go handle his mandatory. Go handle Devin Haney. It's just that simple. Go to purse bid, whatever you want to do. But you can't get mad at Teofimo for not accepting what Devin Haney received for a tune-up.
It's a dag shame, man. It's a shame.
I don't even get the argument here. You know what I mean?
And listen, I get the argument. I just don't agree with it. Like, I understand it's pandemic season. I understand it's hard to, you know, make money without two of the biggest, contributing factors in making money, in revenue at gate and revenue at satellite, right? I think that there is an option of pay-per-view, but it's such a tough gamble. So I get where Bob's coming from, but at the end of the day, I don't know what to say at this point. Like, you're really telling me 1.2 is the best you can do. And I can't believe that. Like, I can't sit here and think that, nah, they probably just ain't breaking bread. Like, that's just what the bottom line is for me. I mean, what else can I believe? What else should I believe?
But my thing is this. Why does Vasiliy get to make 3.2?
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, look, he deserves more than that if we paid fighters based on how good they are. He deserves 20 times more than that, okay? But we don't pay fighters based on how good they are. We pay fighters based on how well they do at the box office. And that's been one of the, issues with Loma. It's been one of the only issues. You can't criticize very much in the ring, but those numbers are yeah, I agree. I agree ultimately. I think you're right.
Then the sad part is, it's like you said, he doesn't do well at the box office, but there is no audience, so they saying they can't pay dudes because of no audience. But my man already doesn't do well with an audience, yet you still paying him like if an audience is coming. So the dude that can't sell still gets 3.2, and the dude that would have sold it out in New York, he getting a mill. But we got some super chats. Big Super Mex, Mastermind. He's been a mastermind for about almost 3 years now, and he's always in that mastermind chat, giving us ideas. He just created a new show called TBV Rewind. Check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/The Boxing Voice, so you can check out our very own Big Super Mex, who's a mastermind's idea for a show, which has been very well received by the community, and it looks like in 7 days we'll be launching the first episode on that. If you want to be part of our mastermind group where you can kind of give your input and always submit links and topic suggestions, join us on Patreon. Big Supermex says, this is why Floyd says everybody wants what Mayweather got, but don't want to do it the way what the hell? Did you go out there and flip the A side? I guess he meant to say the way Floyd did. Go out there and flip the A side. He put flour or some shit.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to go. This is the way Floyd says, or this is why Floyd says everybody wants what Mayweather got, but don't want to do it the way Floyd did. Go out there and flip the A side.
Champ.
Yo, I get y'all, man. Y'all driving them trucks. It's hard to get those letters right, but y'all be confusing me, champ.
All right, so next one from Alexander Wilson. Hearn in an interview said he lost money on Loma Campbell. That fight was on Sky pay-per-view, and they couldn't break even.
Even worse. Goes to show the Loma less of a draw than everybody says.
Yeah, I think they sold. What did they sell out the O2? Right? They did like 200,000.
I don't know, but Mark.
I don't know. I could be wrong on that.
Marquis Pope on the super chat makes a good point. Bob act like Loma Gates be high. 3 laughing emojis. Yeah. Who's selling the fight, guys?
Listen,
come on,
he just wants
it ain't Loma.
Here's the thing. I think the intrigue in this fight
he's not out there on IG talking. He's not doing nothing. He's training. Right now, you go on his IG. Yeah, he got the 1.8 million followers, but all you get from him is his workout videos. You don't get no talk from him. He ain't selling it.
Listen, we always want the draw to like overcome, and there is no bigger obstacle than Loma. And so at the end of the day, he's the pound for pound king, and that's worth something. It has to be. He is part of the draw.
He is not pound for pound king. There's a debate whether Crawford is number one or him. So now, in today's show, he's going to be king. Meanwhile, Canelo just moved up to 75 and knocked out a legitimate light heavyweight champion. But Loma's pound for pound king.
All I'm saying is that well, you said it yourself. There are multiple people that are put in that spot, and Loma's one of them. And I know you know that. You're trolling me. That's fine. But at the end of the day, all I'm saying is that the fight doesn't exist in our hearts with specifically with hardcores to this magnitude without a Lomachenko. Big major fights need those, big stars. That's why Floyd was a star, because he was also a pound for pound king.
We got Marcus that says, Rob Arum.
That's
Give
hilarious.
that young boy the money he deserves. Then we got Jarrett Lloyd with another super chat that says, Father Bob sells dreams, not the fights. He created Bum Lord Crawford, so you can't expect anything more than disappointment.
That's what we're getting right now.
Yeah. All right, so we added Cuba's own Pedro Diaz. Now we Doomy, hit him up and let him know that we added him. He's got to open up the app. You probably don't know.
All right.
Got to open up that app. We are going to be having Pedro Diaz live on the show. Monday at 9:30, we'll have Shadeja Green live on the show. Friday this week, we'll have Elvis Rodriguez at 11 a.m. live on the show. So, yeah, man, join us on Patreon so you can ask every single guest we get a question. Once we get Pedro on, I'm going to try and get a last-minute guest depending on time. And Hey, Pedro.
¿Qué pasa, man?
¿Cómo está? ¿Cómo está?
Vamos, campeón.
Hace mucho. ¿Cómo te va todo allá abajo en Miami?
Todo bien, gracias a Dios.
Ok, vamos a tener el amigo mío aquí, Alex, que va a traducir y entonces yo y Mario te vamos a hablar en inglés porque estamos en vivo y obviamente hay mucha gente americana. So, guys, I was just letting them, saying hello and things like that, letting them know that Alexander is going to be the one translating and then me and Mario will be asking questions. If you want to ask him a question, head on over to patreon.com/theboxingvoice and put your question in. I think my first thing is going to be Alex. I believe he trains Romero Angulo, who's going to be facing David Benavidez. Is that correct? And, tell him, give us an update on that. Obviously, tell him thank you for coming on the show so early out in Miami and that we appreciate his time.
Bueno, primeramente, Pedro, te queremos dar muchas gracias por darnos la oportunidad de hacerte la entrevista esta mañana, estar con nosotros. Esperemos que estés de buena salud. Y Néstor está interesado ahorita y quiere saber si está correcto en decir que tú estás entrenando a Romero Angulo.
Sí, primeramente darle las gracias a ustedes, ¿no? Tienen un programa increíble, realmente mucha gente respeta su programa, ¿no? Y eso para nosotros es muy importante porque ustedes siempre trabajan a favor del boxeo.
First of all, he said he wants to thank you guys, because this program actually carries much respect in the boxing circles, and we appreciate it. Okay, Pedro.
Yo tengo Angulo desde que debutó profesional. Estamos con él prácticamente desde el 2008. Un boxeador que tiene una sola derrota, ustedes saben. Fue contra el zurdo Ramírez en 12 rounds. Y nada, vamos ahora por otra gran guerra el 15 de agosto.
Yeah, he said he's had Angulo since his pro debut. He fought in 2008, I believe, if I'm correct, Ness, in saying that. 2008, his only loss to Gilberto.
No, I believe he said he had him since 2008. His only loss is to Gilberto Zuldo Ramirez.
Okay, and he's working with him.
Can he confirm the Benavidez fight?
¿Quieres saber, Mario, si puedes confirmar la pelea for who, Mario?
For David Benavidez?
Para David Benavidez.
Contra Angulo. Para él es que tú estás entrenando, ¿sí o no?
Yo estoy entrenando a Angulo, claro.
Sí,
para Benavidez.
Okay. So ask him, Mario, that's your only question? That was really small.
I just wanted him to confirm it. Go ahead. You can translate to me.
Yeah, so he's saying, that he's training Angulo right now for that.
Okay. So ask him, what does he feel Angulo has over Benavidez? Obviously, Benavidez is a red-hot champion right now on everybody's radar.
Está preguntando, Néstor, ¿qué tú piensas que Angulo tiene sobre Benavidez? Haciendo que Benavidez es un campeón ahorita que está caliente.
A ver, realmente nosotros siempre trabajamos por la victoria. Respetamos mucho a Benavidez, respetamos mucho a su equipo de trabajo. Pero Benavidez tiene igual que Alexis 2 manos. Y ese es el boxeo.
Yeah, he says, look, man, we train and we respect his ability, his boxing ability, but he does have two hands, and we're training for the win.
Yo, wait, he said that he had been training with him. I mean, that he's been the trainer for since the beginning, right?
Yeah, it's just his pro debut. Since Angulo's pro debut, he's been his trainer.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you froze for 2 seconds.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay.
No problem. So what other fighters is he currently working with?
Philip Hrgović.
Okay, Mario, que te está preguntando, Pedro, si...
I know about Hrgović, but I know Hrgović...
¿Otros nombres que están estables allá que tú estás entrenando?
Nosotros trabajamos con Baranchit, Iván Baranchit, Vasiliy Lomachenko y algunos boxeadores.
Yeah, he just mentioned some of the top guys he's working with. You know, he works with a few guys, but Ivan Branchik and Philip Hrgović is one of the guys right now that we're probably familiar with.
That's
who I was trying to figure out.
Ax, is there anything cooking with Ivan?
Dice Ernesto si hay algo cocinando en la cocina ahí para Philip, si algo viene pronto para él.
Sí, vienen sorpresas grandes, pero además me faltó decir también que tengo a Sukan, el chino, no sé si lo conocen.
No.
He says that he also has a Chinese fighter, Asukan. He says, are you familiar with him?
Ask him to spell the name for you.
Pero letrea ese apellido para que lo busque ahora, porque creo que...
Mira, bueno, déjame decirte que Kansu ganó su última pelea con Manny Roble 3, implantó récord 1.562 golpes en 12 rounds, 130 golpes por round, y cada 38 segundos un golpe.
Wow, every 32 seconds, a Kazan can throw a punch. His last punch stat in a fight in 12 rounds was over 1,600 punches thrown. So this is a guy that doesn't stop.
Wow. Y esa pelea fue en Indio, California, está en internet. Y antes de eso también le ganó el título a Roja, que es un gran peleador boricua.
I think I know who he's talking about. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Pedro.
Cree que sabe quién está hablando. Ahora
Eso está en internet. Kansu Sukan es X-U-C-A-N.
¿Cuánto pesa él? ¿Como 126?
How much does he weigh, Nestor?
I think he's talking about KNX.
Yes, he's talking about KNX.
That's why. Is he the regular? I think he's the regular champ. Let me I think he's like 120 something.
De peso de...
Sí, que él pelea con Golden Boy, ¿verdad? Tú dices el campeón que pelea con Golden Boy, que él es campeón.
Sí, que es WBA.
Sí, yo sé exactamente quién tú dices ahora, el chino.
Hay cosas buenas para él también.
Sí.
Okay, so Pedro Diaz excited for him too. This is some good things that are coming for him. Mario Nestor obviously realized who it was.
He's under Leo. He's the WBA regular featherweight champ.
Yeah. No, I know exactly who it is. So let's move on to Hrgović real quick. That's what I definitely wanted to ask about. How good is he? How good can he be? Because he seems like the real deal to me.
Mario está muy interesado en preguntarle sobre Philip Hrgović y quiere su opinión, si cuánto de bueno de peleador es Philip y cuáles cosas están en el futuro para él. ¿Grandes cosas están en el futuro para él?
A ver, Philip es uno de los grandes prospectos de la división pesada. Todos sabemos que la división pesada se ha fortalecido, que hay grandes boxeadores en la división pesada, pero este nombre de Vasiliy Hrgović, síguelo de cerca, que va lejos.
Yeah, he says that he's a very good prospect and that you guys should really, really follow him because he's definitely going to be doing some things in the heavyweight division.
Let me squeeze one more. Was he there the day that he sparred Wilder?
¿Quieres saber, Mario, si tú estabas ahí ese día cuando Philip estaba guanteando ahí con Wilder?
No, yo no estaba ese día, pero ya ustedes vieron el resultado del guanteo, ¿no? Y Wilder es un excelente boxeador. Todos conocemos lo que pasó con Fury, pero tiene una carrera increíble. Yo pienso que Wilder se puede recuperar y otra vez llegar a ser un campeón como ha sido.
Yeah, you guys saw the sparring, you know, but he feels that Wilder's still a great champion. He's done great things, and he could come back.
I got one more Hrgovic question. I'll just ask it real quick because I know that Ness is going to take it somewhere else. How far is he from being ready for a title match? Like, I don't mean like how, in the rankings or anything, but physically, how developed is he? How quickly can he get there?
Como entrenador, tú viéndolo a Filip Hrgovic y en la manera que está progresando, tú, en tu opinión, ¿cuándo tú crees que él estará listo para una pelea de título? ¿Pronto? ¿Más tarde?
A ver, yo pienso, realmente la división pesada, tiene buenos boxeadores en este momento, ¿no? Y hay muchas peleas interesantes que están en el calendario. Pero Filip Hrgovic pronto va a estar en una de esas grandes peleas.
He says there's some pretty interesting fights in the heavyweight division, and there's also some great boxers at that weight division right now currently. So you just keep an eye on him because he can match up well with any of those guys, and soon enough, you'll see.
Ask him, what do we got to do to see Tyrone Sponge on U.S. television under a decent network like a Dazn, a PBC, a ESPN?
¿Cuándo vamos a ver al primo de Néstor, a Tyrone Sponge? a ver si lo podemos ver en una de las redes aquí en PBC o uno de ellos para verlo.
Mira, Tyrone Sponge, todos conocen que es un gran boxeador, ¿no? Tyrone Sponge, uno de los grandes kickboxistas del mundo. Pienso que ha tenido grandes resultados en las artes marciales. Desde que empezó el boxeo está con nosotros. Pero eso depende de su manager y de su equipo de promoción. Realmente el boxeo es un deporte muy interesante, pero todo el negocio de los grandes boxeadores está alrededor de la promotora que tiene y el manager que tiene.
Yeah, he says that he's recognized as a good boxer in the circles, and obviously he's known to be a kickboxer. And ultimately, it's up to, the manager and the promoter. A fighter's career usually kind of falls along what the promoters and managers are guiding you towards. So it's pretty much on that.
Tyrone Sponge es un boxeador muy seguido en el mundo porque es un gran guerrero. Un guerrero que lo ha demostrado. Pero nosotros somos entrenadores. Nosotros no hacemos el negocio de la pelea.
He says he's a very, very good boxer and he's recognized. But, we're trainers here and we train them and we're not involved too much in all the other stuff, negotiations and promoting.
Lo último que realizó fue hacer sparring con Joshua, ¿no? Buenos sparring que hizo con Joshua, pero ya lo demás depende de su promotor y su manager.
Yeah, the last time he did some good work was when he was sparring Anthony Joshua, but the rest of the deal is really up to the managers and promoters.
Obviously, with that in mind, where he says, he's just a trainer, he doesn't get involved, there is, some familiarity here with our morning topic and himself. He did train Guillermo Rigondeaux for the fight with Lomachenko. Just asks, in his opinion, if Teofimo should walk away from the fight because he's only being offered 1.25, and obviously he and his manager have both been vocal saying they don't think that's enough for that unification.
Bueno, Néstor dice que, tú has entrenado a Guillermo Rigondeaux y hablando ahora de la pelea de Teofimo Lopez contra Vasiliy Lomachenko, ¿qué es tu opinión en esa situación ahora mismo que le están ofreciendo 1.2 millones y, ellos no creen que eso es suficiente? Y ahorita se están hablando ahí en las redes y los periodistas están reportando que tal vez la pelea está en riesgo de no pasar ahora, sino que otra vez esperar más tiempo. Entonces, ¿qué es tu opinión de eso, de la posición de un peleador cuando ellos creen que no es suficiente dinero y si tú crees que no es suficiente dinero para un campeón?
A ver, yo realmente creo que esa es una pelea extraordinaria. Creo que es una gran pelea la de Teofimo y la de Lomachenko. Son dos grandes guerreros con estilos que yo sé que van a encajar. O que todo el fanático que conoce de boxeo quiere esa pelea. Lomachenko es un extraclase, pero Teofimo es un boxeador que también es un extraclase. Son dos buenas peleas. Ahora, el tema es de la bolsa, del dinero, si a uno le pagan 3 millones y tanto, y si a otro le pagan 1 millón y tanto, eso no es un problema nuestro, ¿no? Yo pienso que lo importante es que se dé la pelea, que los promotores se pongan de acuerdo y que se pague lo justo a los boxeadores, a los muchachos que son realmente los que dan el show.
Yeah, he says Teofimo and Lomachenko is a great fight, a fight that a lot of people are anticipating and want to see. You know, it's sort of the thing that they should just, you know, give these kids what they deserve and what they're asking for. You know, they put their life on the line, and ultimately, we do want to see the fight. We don't want to see it going south.
Who does he favor in it?
Mario, te quiere preguntar a quién tú favora en esa pelea.
Es una pelea buena. Es una pelea buena, una pelea donde se van a enfrentar dos estilos muy interesantes. Lomachenko es un boxeador que maneja bien las diferentes distancias, pero Teofimo es un guerrero. Yo pienso que va a ser un gran boxeador contra un gran guerrero. Pienso que el resultado le va a interesar a todo el mundo.
Says both of these fighters are gladiators. It's really hard to say. You know, Lomachenko has the angles. He can move in certain ways that we haven't seen in a long time. And, Teofimo's a gladiator. He's a gladiator, and he can box too. So it's going to be pretty tough to see to pick that one.
Ask him, what does he feel now that the fight is over was the problem with Rigo in that Vasiliy fight? Why couldn't Rigo get it done?
Ahora que la pelea ya obviamente ha pasado, te pregunta Néstor si tú les puedes dar un ojo adentro del campamento o en la esquina ese día que Guillermo estaba peleando contra Loma. ¿Qué era que no podía averiguar o hacer Rigo para poder hacer la pelea contra Lomachenko más competente?
A ver, lo lógico, los especialistas que conocen de boxeo saben que cuando hay dos campeones y uno de los campeones viene subiendo 2 divisiones y no hay cláusula de peso, ¿no? La cuestión es diferente para el boxeador que viene subiendo. Eso fue lo que pasó. Rigo es un gran boxeador, Lomachenko es un gran boxeador, pero Rigo venía subiendo 2 divisiones. Pienso que esa pelea se pudo manejarle o pactarle un peso diferente, ¿no? Parece que Rigo sintió el empuje de Lomachenko.
Yeah, he says, you know, in that fight, you got to understand, you know, Rigo was coming up 2 weight divisions. That was the obvious. You know, both great fighters, but one fighter coming up 2 weight divisions. And, you know, Rigo felt, you know, he must have felt that push, you know, that extra punching power. And that's what it is. It was very obvious that he was the bigger guy.
Obviously, him being across the corner from Vasiliy, what does he think Teofimo needs to do to ensure the win?
Bueno, Néstor te dice, tú estando en la esquina contra Lomachenko ya, ¿qué es tu opinión o qué clase de consejo o qué es lo que necesita, tío, para poder ser victorioso en el día de la pelea?
¿Teofimo?
Sí, Teofimo.
Bueno, lo primero que te voy a decir es que Teofimo tiene un excelente equipo de trabajo. ¿Verdad?
Yeah, he has an excellent work team.
Yes.
Work ethic.
Sí.
Work ethic.
Yo pienso que el equipo de Teofimo siempre va a querer que Teofimo lleve la ofensiva. Es un boxeador pegador, un boxeador fuerte. Siempre va a querer eso. Pienso yo, respetando al equipo de Teofimo, que te digo que es muy bueno.
He says that, you know, respecting Teofimo's team and the way they do things, they know their fighter, and he's a fighter, you know, he's an offensive fighter. So he believes that's the ticket. They're going to keep moving him as an offensive fighter.
Okay, Canelo, Crawford, Lomachenko, ask him to rank them in order. Best to next best.
What are the names?
Crawford, Canelo, Lomachenko.
En tu opinión, si tú quieres decir del 1 al 3, ¿quién tú pones primero de los peleadores? Terence Crawford, Vasiliy Lomachenko y Canelo Álvarez. ¿En cuál orden tú los pones?
A ver, para mí, actualmente, uno de los más grandes boxeadores que tiene ahora este gran deporte es Crawford. Para mí es Crawford. El segundo, el tercero, es como decimos, ¿no? Yo digo el oro, la plata y el bronce que se la repartan, pero Crawford para mí es mejor.
He says Crawford. He's like, I don't know about second and third, but Crawford definitely first. You know, there's a saying, you know, if, you know, give me the gold and then the bronze and the silver, you could divide. I got Terrence.
Nah.
Pero Pedro, no, tú no estás valorando los oponentes con quien Canelo está peleando, porque tú estás subiendo a Crawford y yo entiendo, pero él no ha peleado con la calidad de oponente nunca que ha peleado Canelo.
Yo no estoy hablando de calidad de oponente. Yo no estoy hablando, pero tampoco tú estás hablando de cláusula de peso.
Sí, pero cláusula de peso en que en dos o tres peleas de 40 y pico.
Perfecto, yo reconozco que Canelo es un extraclase, pero boxeador como boxeador, en lo técnico, en lo táctico, en lo competitivo, en que pelea a la zurda y en que pelea a la derecha y en que eso, bueno, si no ha peleado con grandes boxeadores, búscale en boxeadores buenos.
All right, so he's saying like, he said, Ness, I didn't ask you, and I'm not talking to you about quality of opponents. I'm telling you who can fight, who can switch their stance, who controls the range, who can do it all in the ring.
Yo respeto mucho a Canelo.
I respect Canelo very much.
Y a su equipo de trabajo.
And the team and his work ethic.
Yo pienso que Canelo se ha superado mucho.
And I believe that Canelo has very much advanced in his skill.
¿Verdad? Pero, por ejemplo, la pelea con Kovalev a muchas personas no le gustó.
For example, though, real quick, the fight between him and Kovalev, a few people didn't like it.
¿Y a ti te gustó?
Y Kovalev es un campeón, buen boxeador.
¿Y a ti te gustó? ¿A ti te gustó?
Did you like the fight, Pedro?
A mí me gusta verla pelear a Crawford.
I like to see Crawford fight.
Crawford.
Espérate, no. So, no te gustó.
Crawford es un gran guerrero.
He's a great warrior.
Pero si no ha tenido los mejores oponentes,
he hasn't had the best opponents.
No es Crawford. Crawford no hace negocio.
Crawford's not the one negotiating.
Pero ¿cómo tú vas a llamar a una persona un gran guerrero que no ha guerrado? No está en una pelea. ¿Con quién? ¿Dónde está la guerra? ¿Con quién que él ha estado?
Yo hablo de boxeo.
Ay, Dios mío.
Yo hablo de Crawford, que domina las tres distancias. Que lo mismo pelea a la zurda que a la derecha. Que es un tipo que pega, que boxea. De eso hablo yo. Yo hablo de boxeo.
He's talking about boxing. He's talking about the skills. He's talking about the dominance of the three different distances in boxing. That's what I'm talking about.
Mira, Tigre, te voy a decir algo.
Look here, Tiger. Listen here, lad.
El boxeo, hay muchas cosas que se pueden manejar.
There's many things in boxing that you can manage.
Yo no sé qué ha pasado con Crawford.
I don't know what's going on with Crawford and his team.
Pero yo quisiera ver a Crawford con un gran guerrero, con un gran oponente.
With a great opponent, somebody worthy.
Él también quisiera tener un gran oponente.
Pretty sure he would want the same.
¿Entiendes? Pero él no es el que hace la pelea.
Yeah, he's not the one making the fights.
Ahora,
pero Pedro, es que tú tienes que explicarme a mí, y más como maestro, cómo es que tú puedes valorar a una persona tanto si ellos te están demostrando lo que pueden hacer, pero no con la calidad de oponente clase A. Vamos a poner, como yo no soy boxeador, pero si tú me metes en el cuadrilátero con una persona que no sabe pelear ni un chin, yo me voy a ver como un atleta, es lo que digo. Tiene que ser la gente de la misma calidad.
Nestor's asking how.
Pero yo sé que Crawford sabe pelear.
Nestor's asking him like, Pedro, how could you value someone that has it? That you're right, he has the abilities, but hasn't fought anybody worthy. How is it that you can do that? Pedro keeps saying, I'm not asking you about that. I'm asking you about his skill. I'm talking to you about how he is as a fighter, not his resume.
But my defense is that if one fighter is superior to the one that is superior is always going to look better. It's got to be on the same level to test the skill.
Entonces, la defensa de Néstor, el puesto de defensa de él es que, bueno, si él es el top fighter, si él es el mejor, entonces tiene que demostrar que él puede pelear con los mejores. Y así
Bueno,
nosotros podemos
entonces,
ver. Entonces, eso no ha pasado para él. Y eso,
entonces el tigre que hable con el promotor de Crawford para que le busque buena pelea.
Say, well, then you have to go talk to the promoter so they can give this man some good fights.
Yo te digo, mira, yo respeto a Canelo.
I'll tell you, I respect Canelo.
Y respeto a Lomachenko.
I respect Lomachenko.
Y respeto a todas las grandes estrellas del boxeo.
He respects all the great stars currently in boxing.
Pero ahora yo te voy a preguntar a ti.
Now I'm going to ask you just a question.
Todas las peleas que realizó Mayweather, que hasta ahora es el mejor, ¿han sido con grandes oponentes?
Bueno, son la estrella de hoy.
Bueno, yo te pregunto, ¿todas las peleas que realizó Floyd Mayweather fueron con grandes oponentes?
He's asking us if every fight that Floyd Mayweather took, were they all with great fighters?
La pelea.
Yo te hago otra pregunta.
Y yo te voy a contestar.
¿Han sido con grandes oponentes?
No, déjame contestarte, porque toda la pelea que Mayweather ha cogido en las 147 son 10 veces mejores oponentes que con la gente que pelea Crawford.
So Ness is arguing that every fight that Floyd's had at that welterweight division, all of the fights have been better than any of the fights Crawford's had.
Perfecto. Estamos hablando de historias diferentes, de momentos diferentes en boxeo.
We're talking about different stories, different times in boxing.
Pero mira,
antes el boxeo, en la época de Tyson, en la época de los grandes, eran los buenos con los buenos. Ahora se manejan las peleas, se buscan otros oponentes. Yo respeto eso.
He said it's in the eras of the Tysons, when people were fighting the best and best fighting the best. Now it's a little different. People can find other opponents, Things can be directed differently.
Yo estoy hablando como especialista de boxeo.
He's talking about as a specialist of the sweet science.
No estoy hablando como negociante de boxeo.
I'm not speaking as a negotiator or a
Yo
promoter.
hablo de técnica, de táctica,
I'm talking to you
de
as
desplazamiento.
a coach, strategy, technique, thought in ring.
Pedro,
lo que hace Crawford arriba del ring,
what Crawford does in the ring,
hay que respetarlo.
You gotta respect it.
Mira, yo creo que es un buen momento para que tú le digas a alguien que le busque un buen oponente a Crawford, que la gente lo va a pedir.
It's a good moment for you to tell people.
So Gamboa era buen oponente para Crawford en ese tiempo.
Bueno, fue el que le pusieron.
Pero era buen oponente. ¿Era buen oponente o era el perfecto oponente? Un oponente que cada vez que tú lo tomas en la quijada se ha caído más de 7 veces en su carrera antes de pelear con Crawford. Un oponente que tenía tanta lío afuera del cuadrilátero con 3 o 4 promotores. Un oponente que no podía hacer lo que Crawford podía hacer adentro del cuadrilátero. Él estaba subiendo también de peso de la 126. Él empezó a la 126.
Yo estoy de acuerdo con el Tigre en eso.
He said he is in agreement with the Tiger Ness right now.
Yeah. Ahora, pregúntale al Tigre esto que te voy a decir. A ver, Tigre. Crawford dijo, yo quiero Gamboa. No. Su promotor y su madre dijo, vamos a coger la Gamboa. Es un boxeador bueno, tiene buen nombre y vayan al público. Punto.
All right, Crawford. It's not like Crawford was the one that said, I want him right there. It was the promoters who said, this is a good guy, he has a record, it's a good look. ¿Cómo otra vez?
Gamboa demostró que es un guerrero.
And Gamboa did show that he's a warrior in there with him.
A ver, yo te pregunto a ti, todos los boxeadores con los que ha peleado Lomachenko han sido de alto nivel.
I'm going to ask you something. All the opponents that Lomachenko has fought, have they all been top opponents?
Te digo,
oye, Pedro.
¿Qué pasó con Linares? Pin y Lomachenko al piso.
What happened with Linares?
Pero Linares.
Perfecto. Otra pregunta que te voy a hacer. Tigre.
Another question.
He don't want me to answer though.
Lomachenko, un bicampeón olímpico.
Lomachenko, Olympic champ.
Ok, yo quiero redondeado. También bicampeón olímpico. pero sube 2 divisiones.
Sí.
¿Por qué? Porque si tú quieres la pelea como tú me estás diciendo, ¿por qué entonces Lomachenko no bajó a 126 y Rigo subió a 126? Tú bajas una y yo bajo una. La pelea era más pareja. ¿Sí o no?
Yeah.
Por su promotor.
So yeah, he's speaking on the Lomachenko Rigondeaux fight. What happened there? You know, one champion went up 2 divisions. Why couldn't, if you want the fights to be made the way you say, why couldn't have Lomachenko come down 1 division, Rigo came up 1 division, it would have been a lot more even.
Listen, tell him the common denominator is the promoter. Everything we talking about, the promoter saving all the fighters he talking about. The promoter's the one giving them the Gamboas and the Rigondeaux moving up from 2 divisions. Listen, Bob is Loma's promoter, like he's Crawford's promoter. It's called a top-ranked diet. Come on.
Yeah, todo le cae en las manos de los promotores.
Eso, oye, los dos son promotores, o sea, los dos están debajo de la misma promotora de Bob Arum. Los dos tienen la misma gente manejando su carrera. Los dos son, how you say investments?
Los dos están invertidos.
No, son
inversiones.
Son inversiones de la compañía. So, ellos no lo van a poner en pelea. Es como tú dices, ¿por qué Guillermo tenía que subir 2 pesos? Entonces, ¿por qué Gamboa tenía que subir para pelear con Crawford?
Porque también es un negocio que se hizo. ¿Y por qué?
Pero diga eso. No diga que él es el mejor si él no está peleando con lo mejor y lo están protegiendo.
Yo lo miro como un gran boxeador, como para mí.
He says that he sees him as a great fighter. As a fighter, he sees him great. The fact that they're not able to make the fights.
Pero como una persona.
Completo.
He's a complete fighter, complete boxer.
Boxea, se faja,
he boxes, fights, he hits hard.
Pelea la zurda, pelea la derecha. Bueno, búscale boxeadores buenos entonces.
Pero él
es
completo cuando no está peleando con una persona completo.
So that's arguing that he's not complete when he's fighting incomplete fighters.
You know?
Find him a fight, lad.
Dime. El ruso no lo tumbó en la última pelea y no le dieron el knockdown.
The Russian didn't knock him down.
¿Cuántos boxeadores no han tumbado?
Pero tu opinión, ¿tú lo viste? No fue knockdown limpio.
Was it a clean knockdown?
Como se le da a cualquiera.
So tell him now, that means they protected him. You think he thinks it's a clean knockdown. He thinks it's a clean knockdown. The world thinks it's a clean knockdown, but it ain't counted as a knockdown. Protection.
Un golpe no gana la pelea.
One punch doesn't win the fight.
Linares tiró a Lomachenko y ganó Lomachenko. ¿Qué pasa?
How did knock down Vasiliy Lomachenko? And you know who won the fight.
That kills momentum.
Que dio Linares a Lomachenko, ¿fue claro o no fue claro?
Was the shot that Linares hit Lomachenko with clean or was it not clean?
Claro.
Entonces, ¿cuántos años tiene Linares? ¿Cuántos años tiene Lomachenko? Entonces, ¿de qué estamos hablando?
It's the age difference. What are we talking about?
Pero olvídate la edad. Lo que pasa... Oye, lo que pasa con Linares es que tú y yo sabemos que Linares nos ha enseñado ya hace 10 años que él no es... How you say durable?
No duro.
Duro no. Durable.
No tiene resistencia.
Bueno, tú puedes decir eso. Eso no es la perfecta traducción.
¿No tiene estamina?
No, estamina tiene. Lo que... durability. Durabilidad.
Bueno, ¿y por qué hicieron esa pelea entonces?
Por eso mismo, porque quieren a subir Lomachenko, compadre. Lo quieren a subir.
Bueno, yo no sé, es lo mismo que estamos hablando.
Dios mío.
So the third...
a tocar violín también. ¿Qué pasa, campeón?
Pedro says he's going to start playing the violin for next year, man. He's going to break out the
boxeo, hermano.
He said, come on, brother. I'm telling you about fighting.
A ver, yo te hago una pregunta.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Yo te hago una pregunta. ¿Alguna vez tú has visto que a Crawford ha hecho cláusula de peso?
Have you ever seen Crawford fail weight?
No, not fail weight. Do a weight clause, like rehydration. He's
Have you
trying to take shots at Canelo.
¿Alguna vez tú has visto que Crawford dice, el boxeador tiene que tener este peso, y la rehidratación.
You
Nunca.
ever see Crawford put on stipulations of what weight he got to be, what he got to do?
No.
Entonces, Canelo hace cláusula de peso, Lomachenko también.
Canelo and Vasiliy both have weight clauses and such things.
Pero Canelo te pone una cláusula de peso cuando él mismo está subiendo para otra categoría que no es de él.
Well, Canelo puts weight clauses when he's going up in weight too.
¿Y por qué no pasó con Rigondeado y Lomachenko?
And why they didn't do that with Lomachenko and Vasiliy and Rigondeaux?
Porque Rigondeaux no le pertenecía a Top Rank.
Rigondeaux didn't belong to Top
So, ¿para
Rank.
qué yo te voy a tell him, if you ain't with me, why I'm gonna protect
Tú no
you?
estás con nosotros en nuestro lado, ¿por qué te voy a proteger yo?
¿Entiendes?
Pero no es el mismo promotor.
But it's not the same.
No, Guillermo no estaba con Top Rank cuando hizo esa pelea.
Bien. Estamos hablando de negocio de boxeo.
Sí. Porque eso es lo que maneja el deporte.
Yo te pregunto, ¿el negocio lo hizo Lomachenko y Rigo? No, lo hicieron los promotores.
Bueno, tú sabes muy bien que inicialmente fue Rigo que hizo esa pelea por las socias redales.
Well, initially the fight was made through the social media.
Si no fuera por Rigo y la persona que esté manejando la página de Rigo y atacando y poniendo foticos, tú sabes que esa pelea no se da.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the way that he did his social media management, the way he was pushing the fight, it would have never really happened.
Mira, estamos en la era de la social media.
We're in the era of social media.
Exactamente.
Ahora tú quieres poner de uno a Lomachenko o a Canelo Lomachenko, y yo digo que es Crawford.
Yeah, you want to put number one Canelo or the other one, and I'm saying Crawford.
No, en realidad yo no creo que Lomachenko merece estar ahí, ni Crawford tampoco. Los dos tienen la misma... Bueno.
Bueno, ven acá, yo te hago una pregunta.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Quita lo olímpico.
Take out the Olympic pedigree.
Entre Lomachenko y Crawford, ¿a quién tú pones primero?
Between Lomachenko and Crawford, who do you put first?
Bueno, si estamos yendo de carrera, carrera profesional, carrera profesional, oye, carrera,
claro.
Te estoy hablando claro y no te va a gustar. Carrera profesional, Lomachenko tiene una mejor carrera. Lo hizo, primeramente, en menos tiempo. Segundo, en su segunda pelea se confrontó contra un campeón de verdad. No un campeón de papel, no un campeón que le regalaron un cinturón. Uno de verdad. Perdió su próxima pelea. Se metió en otra pelea de verdad con Gary Russell. Después de ahí, con el jamaquino, Walters, Sosa, Luke Campbell, Linares. ¿Está loco? Crawford quisiera pelear con todos esos nombres. ¿Quisiera él?
Let's just mention the whole resume and how he
peleado con lo que le han puesto adelante.
Crawford is far whoever they put in front of him.
Vamos a cambiar de tema porque él va a seguir con la misma excusa. Él va a seguir con la misma excusa que...
Cambia de tema.
Yes, change it. I'm not changing my mind.
Yo, I told him I'm going to change subjects because he's not going to change his mind.
Yo lo que quiero, yo te voy a preguntar algo, Tigre.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you something there, Tiger.
Oye, ¿alguna vez Crawford te ha negado una entrevista, una foto?
Has Crawford ever not giving you an interview or something? What's going on? Oye, Pedro.
Yo, no. Él viene semanal.
Bueno, coño, entonces bueno.
Eso embute.
Fíjate que yo estoy claro de esto. Yo reconozco a Canelo y reconozco a Lomachenko. Los dos son buenos amigos y realmente son extraordinarios.
I know Canelo and Lomachenko. They're good friends.
Yeah. Y son muy buenos.
And they're very good guys.
Pero completo, que lo tenga todo como boxeador.
Complete, somebody that has everything put together as a boxer?
Crawford tiene todo.
Crawford has everything.
Si no ha tenido buenos oponentes,
he hasn't had good opponents,
que le busquen el mejor oponente para la próxima pelea.
Find him the best opponent for the next fight.
Tell him to go ahead and make the Crawford fans.
Amigo, pero no entiende. Listen, let's switch topics.
No.
Here.
Get his opinion on Crawford versus Earl. Might as well before.
Bueno, pero ahora que estamos hablando del mejor peleador, tenemos que preguntarte qué tú piensas de la pelea de Crawford contra Earl Spence Jr.
Oh, esa es buena. Esa es una buena pelea.
He says that's a real good fight. That's a
very good fight.
Very good fight.
Pero ¿qué tipo de chance tú le das a Spence?
What kind of chance you give Spencer? ¿A qué clase de chance le está dando a Errol Spence para ganar?
Yo voy a una buena pelea, pero yo le voy a Crawford.
He said it's a good fight, but I'm going with Crawford.
Of course. Yo, let's switch topics here real quick, okay? He had Miguel Cotto in the rematch with Margarito. We all know what happened with the gloves and the situation. So obviously he had to be in like a heightened sense of awareness, right? With everything that went around, was talked about Tyson Fury and Glovegate, is it possible for fighters to tamper with gloves easily? Like, can something like that be pulled off easier today, or is it much more difficult than ever?
All right, you want me to mention the Miguel Cotto?
Yeah, I mean, you can. Yeah, you can. If you could translate that, yeah, that would be great.
Right,
just so he understands where I'm coming from at it. Like, he was in a situation where he had to, extra attention to gloves because somebody was suspected of cheating. Mm-hmm. Is there a situation
Let me take a crack,
if you're not
suspecting
it?
Go ahead.
Él está preguntando, como tú estabas en la esquina con Miguel Cotto para la revancha con Margarito, y obviamente ya Miguel tenía sospecha sobre la
trampa.
No la trampa, pero la ¿cómo se dice en español?
La venda.
Yes,
la venda que ya tú estabas como que tú estabas más alerta por eso. So él te quiere preguntar que como tú viviste por eso, si tú crees que sea posible, todos los rumores que están diciendo sobre Tyson Fury y Deontay Wilder, que había algo raro con los guantes. Espérate. Y si tú crees que hoy en día se puede hacer trampa así con los guantes.
Mira, yo respeto mucho a Margarito como boxeador.
I respect Margarito as a boxer.
Es un gran guerrero.
He's a great warrior.
Y el tema de las vendas, hoy, en la actualidad es imposible porque está una persona, un entrenador del equipo oponente mirando el vendaje. Está un especialista de la comisión, un supervisor de la comisión. Es imposible que te hagan trampa en las vendas. Tienen que ser muy bobos para que tú te dejes hacer trampa en la venda.
He said the topic of the wraps and something going on with the wraps. It's at this day and age, it's pretty near almost impossible to do something wrong. You have a guy from the other team in the locker room watching you. You have a guy from the commission watching you. So it'd be pretty much like you'd have to have dum-dums in there in order for you to try to get away with something.
Son varias personas mirando el vendaje.
Various people watching the wraps getting wrapped up.
Eso del vendaje,
that hand wrap stuff,
ya no es justificación para ningún boxeador, porque todas las comisiones del mundo ponen un supervisor para mirar las vendas. Eso es imposible que sea.
Yeah, he said it's impossible, man, because there's always a guy there from the commission. It's really no real justification for any boxer anymore at this point.
What was that last word he said?
Justificación.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Justification.
Oh, justification. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask one last thing on this topic. Does he believe that Margarito cheated in the first fight? I know he's answered it before, but I don't know if he's changed
it. Mario, preguntarle otra vez bien rápido. ¿Tú crees que Margarito hizo trampa?
It's enough.
La primera vez.
La primera vez.
Sí.
A ver, yo sé que la segunda vez no hizo trampa. La primera vez yo no estaba.
He said, look, the second one I know he didn't, but the first one I wasn't there.
Sí.
Tenemos un par de preguntas de la gente que te quedemos. ¿Tienes tiempo todavía? Porque yo sé que ya tienes tú 49 minutos aquí con nosotros. Si tienes que entrenar, déjanos saber.
A ver, dame, te voy a dar unos minuticos más, dime.
Okay.
Vamos, serio, vamos.
All right, so I was letting him know
la gente ahorita está muy alegre que tú estás con nosotros.
I was letting him know that we had a few questions from the people. He said he's going to give us a few more minutes. He has been on with us for 49 minutes. We got David Maldonado that says, what's up, Pedro? You are an underrated trainer, and you did a great job with Miguel Cotto, especially for the Margarito rematch. What fighter today would you like to work with if it were up to you?
Bueno, tú hiciste un trabajo increíble con Miguel Cotto en esa pelea contra...
Espérate, compay. Primeramente la pregunta viene de David Maldonado.
Okay, I was gonna say that. Don't interrupt again, champ. La pregunta viene de David Maldonado y dice que tú hiciste un trabajo increíble con Miguel Cotto contra Margarito. Y la pregunta es, since you interrupted me, I forgot. So, what's the question?
Si tú puedes entrenar cualquier peleador sin, política, ¿quién te gustaría entrenar?
Si puedo entrenar a cualquier boxeador.
Cualquier boxeador.
Cualquier, sin política, y tú tendrías a escoger un peleador, ¿cuál sería?
Tú pudiendo cogerlo, tú pudiendo decir, no, es el que yo quiero entrenar.
A ver, yo te digo, a mí me gustan los retos. Primeramente, darle las gracias a David, ¿no? Por la pregunta.
I like the challenges, and I'm going to thank David for the question.
Yo me gustan los retos.
I like challenges.
Cuando yo empecé con Miguel Cotto supuestamente estaba al final de su carrera.
When I first started with Miguel Cotto, supposedly he was at the end of his career.
Entonces empezamos a trabajar con Miguel y Miguel se levantó.
We started working with Miguel and he was lifted.
Después tuvo la pelea con Mayweather, y después firmó un contrato con grande de mucho dinero, ¿tú me entiendes?
Yeah, he ended up signing contracts and making fights for big money, and he was revitalized.
Y era una de las cosas que decía el Tigre ahorita. Yo pienso que cuando tú eres disciplinado, la edad no es tan interesante como pasó con Hockey, como pasó con Foreman, con muchos boxeadores que con una edad avanzada han sido campeones.
So age is really not too much of a factor when you're very disciplined, living a clean life. Look at guys like George Foreman, Bernard Hopkins. Some guys just are different.
Yo creo en entrenamiento y creo en disciplina.
I believe very much so in training and discipline.
Entonces, yo estoy dispuesto a trabajar con cualquier boxeador que venga al gimnasio a entrenar y a querer ser campeón.
And I'm willing to work with any fighter that wants to be a champion and wants to work.
Del país que sea y del lugar que sea.
From any country, any place, anywhere in the world.
Solamente que le guste entrenar, tenga disciplina y realmente quiera ganar. Eso es lo que me interesa a mí.
As long as he wants to train, he has discipline, and really, really wants to be a champ, then I'm for it.
Ask him, does he think he can make Wilder a better fighter?
Te pregunta el Tigre si tú crees que tú puedes mejorar a Wilder como peleador.
Mira, Wilder ha tenido un buen equipo de trabajo.
Wilder's had a good team, a good team.
Pero yo, cuando hablo de nosotros, no es Pedro, es un equipo.
Yeah, when I talk Pedro, it's not Pedro really. It's a team.
La gente piensa solamente el entrenador.
People only think about the trainer.
Tienes que ver al nutricionista, tiene que ver al preparador físico, tiene que ver un equipo de trabajo.
You're gonna have to, look at also the nutritionist, the therapist. It's a whole team that goes into a fighter's success.
Yo respeto mucho el equipo de Wilder.
I respect Wilder's team very much.
Pero si Wilder entra con Mundo Boxing, creo que algo se puede cambiar.
But if Wilder enters Mundo Boxing, something can really change.
Y te digo,
and I tell you,
si hay un rematch con Fury,
there's a rematch with Fury.
Yo creo también que el resultado va a ser diferente.
I also believe the result's going to be different.
But that's ask him, is that him training him or just in general?
La última que dijiste es si tú lo entrenas o solo así mismito que Wilder va a ser diferente la pelea de segundo?
No. Hay que cambiarle cosas a Wilder.
No. We have to change things of Wilder.
¿Verdad? Mira, con Wilder ahora mismo, Wilder es un guerrero natural.
Look, right now I'm going to tell you, Wilder is a natural warrior.
Tú lo que tienes que organizar en Wilder.
You got to organize things in Wilder.
Es el foco y la concentración.
It's the focus and concentration.
Que el cerebro funcione con la otra parte del cuerpo.
So his brain can function with other parts of his body.
¿Para qué tanta cosa, tanta máscara si él no va para un circo, va para un ring de boxeo?
He said, what the hell is all these freaking masks like he's going to a circus? Enough of that.
¿Entiendes? Hay que decirle, usted va a subir de manera correcta a ganar su pelea.
Said, you got to tell him, you're going to go up there into that ring the correct way and you're going to win.
Tú necesitas esto y esto.
You need this, this, and this.
¿Cómo tú vas a ir para una pelea?
How are you going to go to a fight?
Con un peso que te está tumbando las piernas para 12 rounds.
With this weighted suit that's just killing your legs. How are you going to do that?
No, si tú quieres eso.
If you want that sort of stuff.
Contrata a una persona para que se ponga toda esa cosa y que vaya de ti.
Contract somebody to put that whole armor bull crap and then let them walk in front of you.
He said do a stunt double with the suit on.
Yo le digo.
That's a good one.
Hey, Tigre, tú me preguntas mi opinión.
No, y me encanta. Lo que pasa es que me está haciendo. Porque, oye, tu opinión es tan real que, tú sabes, me hace reaccionar.
Yo te digo a ti, hey, busco una persona como Wilder.
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you, go find somebody like Wilder.
Le pongo toda la pila de cosas esas arriba.
I put all that funky stuff on top of him.
Como hacen en las películas, el doble.
Like do in the movies, man, stunt double.
Oye, tú vas adelante y yo voy atrás.
Look, you go in front, I go right behind you.
Cuando llega el ring, tú te vas y peleo yo.
And then when we get to the ring, you leave and I get in there.
Diablo, Pedro, I love that one. That was good.
Es mi filosofía. Yo te digo, Wilder.
Oh, shit, did we lose him? Oh, no! Come back! Sky!
Bring Wilder to Mundo Boxing, and he'll walk out with the win.
Oh,
ahora, aquí hay que entrenar duro.
Here, we train hard. You got to train hard down here.
Por eso dice, Mundo Boxing trying to win. The family team.
That's the family thing right there. Mundo Boxing, we train to win.
Ya, otra cosa. Y yo respeto mucho a Wilder.
Another thing, I respect a lot. I respect Wilder a lot.
Pero yo le digo a Wilder.
But I'm going to tell Wilder.
Que para la próxima pelea.
For the next fight.
No se ponga tanta mierda arriba y que vaya con el chor y la bata.
Don't put all that bullshit on your head. Go out there with your robe and go conquer.
Yo, but what specifically does he see? Well, I don't know if he'd want to answer that, but just ask him what he would, or what holes I guess he
What's
saw.
the biggest? One of the biggest things he thinks need to be fixed.
Yeah, sure. We'll ask like that.
Mario y Ness te están preguntando, Pedro, que ¿cuál es una de las cosas más grandes que tú miraste
specifically against Fury?
Específicamente contra Fury en los errores que tal vez hizo Wilder.
A ver, mira. Yo creo la segunda vez, ¿verdad? Que Wilder estaba un poco desconcentrado.
Wilder looked a little bit, off keel. Didn't look concentrated.
El último round de la primera pelea.
The last round of the first fight.
Es un round histórico.
It was a historic round.
Entonces, a veces los boxeadores.
Sometimes the boxers
quieren salir a buscar el knockout.
They want to go out there and look for the knockout.
El knockout no se puede salir a buscar.
You can't go out there looking for the knockout.
Tú tienes que prepararte para ganar.
You have to prepare yourself to win.
Y ganar cada uno de los rounds.
And win every single round.
Si knockeaste en el primero, bien.
If you knock somebody on the first, good.
Si knockeaste en el 12, bien.
If you knocked them out in the 12th, good.
Pero lo que hay que buscar es la victoria.
but what you got to be looking for is the victory.
Entonces, parece que fue un juego de mente.
So I think it was a game of mental.
Oh, tú lo tiraste en la primera pelea, ya tú eres el tipo que lo bajan aquí en la segunda.
Yeah, you knocked him down in the first fight. You're already the guy that's going to knock him down in the second fight. That was the mental.
Pero Fury cambió su equipo.
Fury made the changes, changed his team.
No, Fury changed his team, he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said.
Entonces, tú tienes que pensar que los dos equipos piensan.
You gotta start to think. Both teams are thinking.
Es un ejemplo, yo creo.
It's an example, I think.
Él se le metió en la cabeza el knockout y Fury lo movió hasta que buscó su golpe.
Yeah, Wilder had it set in his mind that he's looking for the knockout, but Tyson Fury had some other plans. He set him up into the punches.
Son dos esquinas.
Two corners, two teams.
Tú tienes que tener no solamente una táctica, 2, 3 tácticas para poder vencer al oponente.
Yeah, you got to have not just 1, 2, 3, but you got to have tactics in order to be able to
Si
beat
en
this
el primer round no me funciona esta,
if in the first round a certain strategy doesn't work,
la cambio.
we got to switch it.
Para eso está la esquina.
That's what the corner's there for.
Él tiene 3 minutos arriba del ring para pelear.
He got 3 minutes around to fight.
Una persona.
One person.
Y abajo hay 4.
And 4 people are at the bottom watching the fight.
Para decirte y darte el mejor consejo.
To give you the best advice once you return to the corner.
Yo respeto a Wilder y respeto a Fury. Son grandes guerreros.
Respects both those guys, man. Fury and Wilder. Great warriors.
Pero Wilder es un guerrero natural.
But Wilder's just a natural warrior.
Si él con la pegada, ¿qué pasó con Ortiz?
With that punch he got. Wait a minute. What happened with Ortiz, Ness?
Y Ortiz es un buen boxeador.
And Ortiz is a good fighter.
Y la pelea la ganó un golpe.
And the fight he won one punch.
Yep.
Un golpe.
One punch.
Pero tú no te puedes preparar solamente por un golpe. Tienes que tener una preparación completa.
Yeah, you can't just prepare for that one punch. You have to have a complete preparation.
Por eso es que Crawford es un boxeador completo.
That's why Crawford is a complete fighter, Tiger.
Axel, ¿tiene tiempo ya?
Dame acá. Ya, te voy a dar 5 minuticos más que tengo que trabajar.
He said, guys, he's going to give us a couple more minutes because he has to go to work.
Los boxeadores ya están entrando al gimnasio.
Well, yeah, the boxers are coming in through the door right now. Gracias.
Mira,
mucho, man.
Te voy a enseñar el gimnasio nosotros para que tú veas. Mira,
he's about to give us the gym tour right now.
Hey, that's Wilder. No, I was playing.
Hey, Ivan Branchek.
Ivan. Hey.
Hey, mira. Alexi, ven acá. Rápido.
Right now, he's giving us the tour, guys.
Mira.
Man, that's beautiful.
Este es Mundo Boxing Family Team, mira.
Woo.
Wow.
Family
Yo,
Team,
he's
mira.
starting.
It's a family thing. That's their logo.
Hey.
Viene por la victoria con Benavides.
Uh-oh. Yo, tiene que darle en el cuerpo.
Donde sea le vamos a dar.
Hasta besito.
He said, Ness says hit him in the body. Pedro says we're going to hit him wherever we want.
Oye, ese es igual que Crawford. Es un boxeador completo.
Romeo.
This kid, Romero's just like Crawford. He's a complete fighter.
Tell him he's going to have to prove it against that Benavidez.
Nosotros sabemos que Benavides es un guerrero. Por eso vamos para esa guerra.
We recognize that he's a warrior, so we onward with that.
Bueno, Pedro, quiero darte las gracias.
Patreon in.
Quiero darte las gracias. Te voy a dar la última aquí de Alex El Duro. Dice, bendiciones, Pedro. This question you don't have to answer, but when Miguel Cotto decided to go with Freddie Roach for Sergio Martinez fight, did he call you himself, or did he have someone else from his team call you and tell you he was going to be trained by Freddie Roach? Esta pregunta es de Alex El Duro y él quiere darte bendición y te dice que obviamente tú estabas entrenando a Miguel Cotto y cuando él decidió irse con Freddie Roach, si él te llamó él puso a otra persona que te dijera que ya no iban a entrenar juntos.
No. Bueno, primero, bendiciones para él también, ¿no? Y bendiciones para todos ustedes por el gran trabajo que están haciendo. Miguel es una excelente persona y además es una persona muy respetuosa. Él me llamó y me dijo, mira Pedro, yo quiero ir con otro entrenador, y como ha pasado no solo con Miguel, como muchos cambian de entrenador, eso es muy normal.
Pero eso no te molesta. No con Miguel, pero...
Answer it so I don't lose myself.
Go ahead.
So Miguel, he says that Miguel's a great person. He did call him, you know, and he wanted to change teams. You know, it happens with many other fighters.
Pero no te molesta a ti, no específicamente con Miguel, pero en general, porque tú metes tanto cariño y tiempo y hora en una persona para que se vaya con otro.
That's just asking is if he really doesn't mind, or does it bother him because, you know, he puts so much effort and training into one guy and then they just leave.
Mira, yo respeto a los boxeadores. A veces se dan las oportunidades. Yo creo que Freddy Ross es un salón de la fama, es un tipo grande. Para mí fue una oportunidad muy grande entrenar con Miguel Cotto, ¿no?
Yeah, he says that, you know, sometimes, you know, these guys, you know, they make the switches, but for him it was a great, you know, it was a great pride for him to train Miguel Cotto.
Y tengo el mejor respeto por él, por su equipo y su familia.
And I got the utmost respect for him and his family. You know, Freddie Roach is a Hall of Famer, you know, and he might have saw an opportunity to go train over there with him.
Yo te voy a ser sincero.
I'm going to be sincere with you.
Para mí fue más impresionante.
It was more impressing.
Que Miguel Cotto dejara a Manuel Stewart un salón de la fama por venir conmigo.
For Miguel Cotto to leave a Hall of Famer like Manuel Stewart to come to me.
Que cuando conmigo se fue para otro salón de la fama. Eso está bien.
Yeah, then when he left him and went, you know, for a Hall of Famer like Freddie Roach.
Freddie tiene el nombre, tiene la historia, tiene
Freddie
todo.
got the name, he got the story, he got a lot of things going over there.
Nosotros lo que tenemos una cosa grande.
One thing what we got down here.
Trabajamos con mucha disciplina y mucho esfuerzo por ganar.
That's huge down here is that we work hard with much effort to win.
Entonces tenemos mucho que aprender.
We have much to learn.
Bueno, Pedro, gracias otra vez. Si quieres dar tu
las redes sociales.
Sí, dale.
Las redes sociales mías es Instagram, Dr. Pedro Díaz, Dr. Díaz y Mundo Boxing.
Gracias, okay. Pedro. Esperamos hacer otra entrevista pronto con usted y obviamente con Romeo también.
Gracias.
Oye, estamos a la orden, tú sabes.
Gracias.
De verdad.
Bueno, Pedro, muchas gracias otra vez, men, por compartir con nosotros. It's a family team, brother.
Mándale saludos a Rigo.
Sí, claro, seguro.
Mándale toda la salud a toda la familia ahí.
Gracias.
The family team, los felicito por el trabajo de ustedes.
Ok.
Bendiciones.
Pase buena.
Gracias.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Pedro Diaz, world-renowned trainer. Very humble guy. Great interview. You know, shout out to Do Me on the translation. Let's head out to these callers. Final thoughts. You already know I don't think that Tio should take any short money, you know. Fight and get what you deserve or get a tune-up to make up for the lack of money. If they can't pay you everything in one shot, get a fight before it where they give you $1 million on that one and it's a guaranteed win fight. So you get that $1 million there, then you come back and get this 1.2 here and it kind of works out like if it was a two-fight, you know, $2 million fight. But, yeah, that's my thoughts.
My final thoughts are this. At the end of the day, this is just a bad look. And I mean, like, as a whole, you know, we had the fight that fell apart with Amanda Serrano, right? One of the best in women's boxing that could have been made. Now we have this fight falling through. Constantly the biggest and best fights, you know, during this time are falling through. And it's like, we've all understood for so long, you know, okay, we'll take bubble fights. All right, we'll watch on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Okay, you know, I know he can't fight the best. All right, well, we'll schedule this one. But, like, at some point, we have to get past this Because if we're not watching the best fight the best, and if there is no money, and if there's no intent, then where are we headed? And what are we watching for? My final thoughts.
Champ.
Also, Wilder Pedro Diaz. That would be awesome. Yo, and then he would go against the nephew, bro. That's some like, yo, that's a nice little storyline.
That's a novella.
That's a novella.
And I'm with Ness and everything he said, man. Look, guys get punched in the face, whether it's COVID, whether it's this or that. These guys every time put it all on the line. And I don't care if you're going to say, well, what do you mean something bad's going to happen? That's why he's going to get paid more. Listen, at any given moment in this sport, it could be your last day. And that's the dark reality and truth that people don't like to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So give my man his due. Give him what he deserves. Don't act, guys, like this 1.2 million that's exactly what he's getting. Don't forget the taxes and the training fees and everything else that you got to pay as a fighter too. Come on now. Get him man some more Skrilla.
Yeah,
definitely.
Then. Yo, real quick, super chat. I don't know if we missed any. You might want to go back because I can't see any other than Big Super Mex Rodriguez, who said, "New Border Wars name, Ness El Tigre Gibbs." That's hilarious.
Yo,
that's
real.
Hilarious, bro.
Hey, yo, Ness, you're gonna have two. Mike Tyson had two. He had Kid Dynamite. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, El Tigre's not bad.
Mike.
I like it.
El Tigre, bro. That's it.
That's it, bro.
Tigre.
Yo, he started
just so you know,
Crawford comment. Yo,
just so you know, the word tigre is used by Dominicans to describe a very astute, cunning person, someone who is skilled at manipulation, someone who gets
El Tigrazo.
They say cunning like a tiger, right? In America. That's Fox.
Someone who can get what they want by deceit or evasion. But yeah.
Doomy didn't give his. Oh yeah, you did. My bad.
Or did you? Let's go.
I said whatever Ness said. I'm with it.
You with it. All right.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
All right. You know the number to call in, 14255695241. Press 1 time. And don't forget, you can hit us up on Skype. Looks like we got Mr. Limon on the chat out in, what's that, Fresno? I'm always messing up where you're from, champ. But I got this.
Oh, shoot. Let me get on Blog Talk. My bad.
DVRC Production.
Come with me. Hail Mary, run quick, see. What do we have here?
Ooh, champ.
Alex, what up?
Vamos, campeón.
Look like he just working. All right, moving on. Greatness, talk to me.
He dies.
Info Joe.
Champ.
Mr. Info Joe.
This portion of the show we call In the
Mr.
Know,
Info Joe.
presented by my brother.
Yo, great morning, my boxing brothers.
What up, champ?
What up, champ?
Yo, first things first, man. Shout out to King Amin, happy birthday. And shout out to the two twins, J Mac and JT. Happy birthday, my boxing brothers. Peace and blessings. Yo.
Happy birthday, champies. Word.
You know.
Happy B-Day, fellas.
On to the topic. How they gonna pay Amir Khan $5 million to fight Crawford with no belt and pay Teofimo $1 million? You know, Bob gonna have to come out of his own pocket and help out with that, man. He messing up the schedule, man. I was looking forward to seeing this fight. I hope everything worked out, though. He got to pay that man more money, though. But that's all I got. Peace and blessings, gentlemen. Everybody have a blessed, no stress day.
Listen, Info Joe, I got his point, and he's right. He just used the wrong metaphor. Amir Khan, that's a little different a situation. He's got a huge following. He's an incredibly talented. How the fuck did I know? How did I not know that he was going to do that?
Yo,
You know what?
you always throw the cape on for
I'm
Khan.
never mentioning his name again.
Yo, man, shout out to Keem, Small World, bro. He had a Patreon question that said his father was the real estate agent that helped Cotto find a house when he fought Delvin in Florida. So that house probably the fat Cotto friend was jumping on into the pool, remember?
Yes.
Probably was that house and jump.
Bro,
Shout out to Keem, man.
Yo, we had him on the show and everything. How you going to call him that? You know his name.
I actually don't remember his name.
I don't remember it either. That's what I was waiting for you to say. Was it Brian?
I was about to say, but now that you made me think, I think it's Brian. But listen, man, look, we eat, we lose weight.
Yo, that is funny as hell. Tigrazo is a higher level of it all.
Yeah, that is true.
Because it's the eye of the tigre.
Feel of the fight.
I think we're going to James. Let me see. Did James say he's working? Looking like. That's working. Steve, you can come to me. Steve, what up?
Cheer.
Steve in Chicago. All right, he's not. Oh, yes, he is. Steve, what up? We don't hear you.
Steve,
we don't
show
hear
yourself.
We don't hear you, Steve. Maybe you gotta hang up and come back, champ. We're gonna go to what looks like.
Hello,
Steve. What up?
hello.
Yeah, we hear you now, champ.
We hear you,
Steve. Steve, we heard you, but you're gone again. Steve, you there? All right, we're going to move on, Steve. Thank you. Going out to James.
Hello.
Steve, we hear you. You just got to go ahead and speak, brother.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry about that. I was having some issues. Yeah, first I want to say, great interview. I love those interviews. Doomy did a great job on the translation. Shout out to Doomy.
Appreciate that, champion.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I love when you get these guys on and you guys it's one of my favorite parts of the show is we get to hear from people that we don't normally hear from. But yeah, as far as the I don't know. I just hope we see the fight. And, I really can't speak on what he deserves or what he, what is needed to make. That's maybe what we should talk about. What do you think is needed for this to be made? What does he deserve, in your guys' opinion? Because I don't know. What's fair?
I said
call
2
it.
mil.
I think that I think Justice Potter said it best.
I said 2 million, right? Because you figure Porter and Danny, or rather Thurman and Danny, unify for 2 mil each on paper. This is a unification. Like we don't really get a lot of purses released, so we got
and
not much information
by
to
the
go
way
over.
too. That's the problem is we don't really know exactly what some fighters are really getting to fight. But here's the thing, though. I want to make this real quick point that, God damn it, I lost it. No, real quick. It's not our job to come to the table and make an offer. And not that I'm saying that wasn't a fair question, Steve. Absolutely fair question. It's a great question. I wish I had an answer for you. Here's the thing. Justice Potter said, I can't define it, but I know it when I see it, right? And that's what I'll say about this purse. I can't tell you what it is, but when you tell me something good enough, I'll know it right away. You know what I'm saying? And I know that might sound a little stupid, but it's the truth. Like, keep bringing it up. It's still low. I'll tell you when it gets there. When I hear the number where I'm like, yep, that's what Teofimo should make. Because I'm not going to sit here and give numbers and undervalue him because I don't understand the full economics of, his career, his path, and what he is, accumulated and what he's projected at making. So I can't accurately give you a number. All I can tell you is when I hear that number, I got you, champ.
Let's go, champ.
Let's go, Tigre.
Yo.
Tigrazo.
It's so funny watching comments when fighters tweet and watching what people say to them. It's crazy. Hilarious. JT. What up? Happy birthday, champ. You talking?
Happy birthday, champ.
Or you just waking up? All right? You rocking out. Let's go.
It's so interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, with that comment. Come on. That was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. We're doing live TV. Man, I don't care. What you gonna do about it?
I'll kill this mother. Why do you have to talk like that? Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
What's up, y'all? Thank y'all for the birthday wish. Thank you, Info, and happy birthday to you, King. Real King.
Champ, you gotta get off that speaker. We don't hear you. JT.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, well, I'm driving. I'm coming back here through Texas. Just left Nevada. But, thank y'all for the birthday wishes.
Cutting out, champ. I'm gonna try and come back to you before we head out. We're gonna go to Keem, Florida. What up?
I open the door for audiences and all of sports to go back to the way it was in Jesus' name. Amen. It's done. Fight. I'm making $10 million. I'm not really worried about what he making on him.
I believe you.
That's why you're gonna see in Jesus' name. Amen. With Earl Spence.
Man, you're not fighting those. Shut the fuck
up.
Oh. Yo, what's up, man? Can you hear me?
What up? Yo, so you telling me your father found him a B&B or a house to buy?
No, he got him a rental spell. It was like a 6-month rental. Yeah, my dad got a pair of gloves signed by Miguel Cotto and all that, man.
And you ain't show up like as your father's assistant to meet the champ?
Listen, you gotta understand at that time it wasn't that type of situation, but that's another story for another day. But yeah, man,
Untitled, King.
Yeah, Untitled. We could go there, but yeah, as far as this fight, man, it's just make it happen, man. Pay the man. I don't care what y'all got to do. If Bob got to come out of pocket, I mean, we got to start a GoFundMe, man. Just make the fight, man. This is getting ridiculous. Just make the fight. This is crazy. Great interview. I don't know what was better when Lou came on here cussing you out, Ness, on that Jerry Forrest interview, or today when Pedro Diaz put his foot down on Terrence Crawford and wasn't having.
Dog, I push him to the limit, man.
Man, listen, that man was ready to go even more. He wanted all the smoke today. You found the right one today with Pedro, but he wasn't having it.
He ain't had no answer, King.
Hey, yo, let me ask you. Now, I'm not Dominican, but to me, I feel like he was throwing in the Tigre as kind of a little shot. Isn't that kind of like a shot? You say that to like a young boy you talking to?
Nah. Hell no.
Oh, okay. I thought he was like throwing. Not like in a bad way, but I thought he was kind of, poking at his back a little bit, like your Tigre. He kept saying, because he's Cuban. They don't say that.
That's how. No, well, that's what I'm saying. He was doing it because I'm Dominican, but Doomy was just saying Tiger as the literal translation, but obviously
I was trying to be funny, but
that's not.
It would mean.
I thought he was trying to be funny to Ness, like on some, like kind of just throwing a little shot in there.
If anything, Tigre is like a respected hood dude.
I could have switched.
Seriously.
You say so, man. I gotta go ask another Dominican.
Oh, he said if I say so. Dr. Mofongo, you in the chat, Dr. Mofongo. Let him know. Bruh, believe me. Ain't nothing wrong with your man.
You sound like my intro now. I believe you.
Yo, but check it out. That's why Dominicans be like, dímelo tigre. That's what we say. That's our thing.
No, you right.
We ain't gonna say what's up to somebody.
But I'm gonna cut out, man. My background about to get loud.
All right. We ain't gonna say what's up to somebody. We ain't gonna say what's up to somebody and diss them at the same time, like dímelo tigre. Meanwhile, tigre means something bad. Nah, that's our thing. Que lo que, dímelo tigre. Tiguerazo. Oye, dude,
Yo.
tiguerazo. It's like Doomy be like, yo, you remember Shorty? Yeah, from the fifth. Bro, just Diablo, tiguerazo.
Tiguerazo.
You know what I'm
Like, you a
saying?
tiger. You a tiger.
Yo, stop translating it literal. It's not literal. My man, like, you're a tiger. You're a
No.
Next
I mean,
thing you know, Doomy gonna put you on a Frosted Flake box. Don't mess with Doomy translation.
Nah, tigre. What I'm saying is that you could literally call somebody, yo, you know, like you say, the eye of the tiger. But if I was gonna give it an idiom in comparison, what are one of the idioms that we use here in America that describes somebody that's, you know, that's in his prime or he's about, you know, a fast life. I don't know. I could have said player. You know what I'm saying? What up, player? Or
really?
Yeah. It's like it's not a bad thing. It's a term of endearment amongst, you know, the fellas. Like, yo, Tigre, what's up? Like, you the man.
Bro, listen to me.
Yeah, I didn't think it was a bad thing. I just didn't think it was like player to me is like, yo, Slick's like cool guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't think it was like that. I thought it was more like, I don't know. I don't know how to put it. Real quick, let me ask y'all a question. Are we doing overtime?
We don't got none unless you got something.
Well, the only thing is I wanted to say something about the interview that I picked up on that is also something that I've been hearing some chatter about on Twitter, but I don't think I should say it on air. I think I should save
Text
it
me so I can see if it's overtime. Let me get
a topic. It's not a topic. It's just
text
something.
me the
It's about the Wilder
okay. So that I can tell you if it's overtime and we could do it overtime. We got Big Super Mex Mastermind. What it do?
BoxingWords.com. Poloki, you are next, my friend. Por eso lo vuelvo a repetir. La era del Canelo es la mejor porque peleó con los mejores. La suerte es para los mediocres, my friend. BoxingWords.com.
Yo, how am I coming through? I'm on the road.
You sound clear.
Good. Fresh.
All right, cool. Hey, Doomy, what color cape do you wear?
I got for this one. I got the Honduran flag over my back, champ.
I feel you, champ. Look, man, let's keep it real. This isn't the be all end all for T.O. This is his first big payday. I'm sure he's not taking a pay cut. I'm sure he hasn't gotten paid this much to begin with. You got to flip the A side, man. He's got plenty of big fights on the way to this. If he's that guy that you think he is, that's gonna beat Loma, which I disagree. You know, flip the A side, take that, and build your name bigger. You know, there's going to be bigger and better paydays out there. And quite frankly, I just want to see Doomy do these 100 push-ups. It's going to be great. But
you know it's on, champ. Anybody don't know me and Super got a on demand 100 push-ups on the line.
And I'm practicing just in case because I'm a man of my word. But I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about it.
I think my wrist better.
There's plenty of big fights in T.O.'s future. You know, you got Devin Haney, you got Tank. You know, I don't think it's an unreasonable offer, but that's my call, fellas.
You wildin'. You just said Devin Haney. My man got a 1.2 to fight Alfredo, whatever my name is. Caesar, what up, Vegas?
Yo, good morning, guys.
What up?
Morning.
Yo, first things first, happy birthday to King Amin, J-Mag, and JT. Hope you guys have a great day. So I'm wondering what you think about this, Ness, because I remember you would say, you would tell Canelo, he took short money to take these big fights, and now he's reaping the benefits, right? So I wonder if the same could apply to T.O. I mean, I think it's not enough money, with plenty of examples that you guys have used for unification fights. He's definitely he is definitely short money. But should he take it, or should he just, if they don't offer him any more, should he just walk away? I'm wondering you guys' opinion on that. And yo, great interview, by the way, very entertaining. You guys were going back and forth. That shit was funny. Well, when I heard you try to say social media in Spanishness, that made me crack up. I was about to call you the Dominican Mario. Because that was, yo, that was funny. But Mario, man, great show, guys. You guys make.
I was just gonna say Mario.
Yo, TV for
quiet.
life.
Mario, you be staying quiet. You don't want nobody to hear your Spanish. Why you don't never try to get in? I seen people in the chat literally like, yo,
You
does
know
Mario
why?
even
You
know
know why?
Spanish?
Because of you. Because you've made fun of me so many times
Aw.
throughout the years. I
Yo,
remember.
you got
Listen,
my
no,
boy
Doobie, let me tell
tentative.
you. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. There was one time, bro. I swear to God, this is not a made up. Bro, I feel like I should just even tell this for Untitled. This isn't even a story. No, I'm just gonna tell it. Listen, I'm gonna be real. We had Gamboa on, right? And this was at the height of his popularity. Like we had him on. It was a big deal. We gave people like 5 days notice. That was back when we were only doing like Thursday, Sunday shows. And I don't remember what day it was on, but we had like a 5-day thing. We were excited. We were getting it. And I kept telling everybody, I was like, dude, I'm gonna work on my Spanish. Because here's the thing, like I understand what he's saying most of the time, but I can't I'm not great at speaking Spanish. Okay. I just can't speak it in a way that doesn't raise eyebrows. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna practice, Ness. I'm gonna practice. Every day we would talk on the phone. Every morning he was driving. He would be like, yo, you practicing? I'm not practicing, bro. I'm practicing. I swear to God, yo, I went to my grandma. Well, I was taking care of my grandma at the time. And I would literally sit down with her and just try to have a conversation.
That's what you're
Practice
supposed
so
to do, yeah.
hard, bro. We got on. I asked the first question smooth as hell. I'm not gonna lie, I practiced the hell out of it. Even though I anticipated responses, everything. It sounded good. Yo, I asked something about a left-hander, right? And I didn't know how to say it. I still don't. It's like
Zurdo.
yes. But it was like Southpaw was trying to say, like, and it was like a very specific way. Yo, Ness started laughing so hard, and you could just hear it in Gamboa's voice, like he was just hysterically laughing at me. So both him and Gamboa, and I think Vic was on too, and Vic even at one point was like, hey man, he knew that I was having a hard time. He's like, give him a break. By the end of it, Ness had made a joke of it so much that even Vic turned against me, and Gamboa started making fun of me. Yo, after that, I was like, you know what? F Spanish on the boxing voice. I ain't speaking it no more, bro. I was like, and oh man, my grandma was mad too. She was like, why were they making fun of you in Spanish? I'm like, grandma, it's okay. They're my friends. Like, you know, it's all love. But she was like, no, you're never gonna. And she was saying it in Spanish. So I'm like, well, that's not helping me. Bro. And I've done other interviews in the past where I'll ask a question in Spanish, but that was it. I was like, I'm not carrying conversation no more because of Ness.
Yeah, no, that's
yo, listen, my Spanish is trash, bro. It's just I've gotten so old now that over the years it's gotten better. But my Spanish,
it's better now.
My Spanish,
I used to have a hard time understanding.
You know, but yeah.
But it's more dialect with you. It wasn't that I thought it was bad. It's just that your dialect, it was like very Dominican. Now
fast,
yes. But now you've done a lot better job of making it a little more universal. That's why I like Doomy's translation so much, because
Doomy fits better because he's what they consider Central America, right?
Yeah.
So, what do you guys consider, Mario? South, or because Doomy's around there? Like he said, he could drive to him going through y'all, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Mexico, South America, technically.
Yeah, so all you guys got the same.
It's not South America,
See,
man.
Central, right? It's Central. I said it right.
Is it Central
South
America?
is Brazil, Colombia,
Central.
Argentina.
Oh,
I
shit.
was right.
I thought everything below.
No, we're Central. We're
South
Central.
America.
And we're
So
closer
that's the
to
thing.
the
So
equator.
you guys are like
Canada's North
cousins,
America, right?
Yes, it is.
Listen, you guys are like cousins, right? And we are like cousins with Puerto Ricans and Jamaicans, like that. Like we Caribbean.
I've always felt that way.
Central. So we
That's
got
kind of true.
We got more of the same culture,
lingo
and foods. Like,
what is Spain though?
Spain
is
is
the original
real
Spanish.
Spain is the real Spanish. They like
They talk
uppity.
with a lisp.
I know it's European, but like, who would they be the closest to though?
There you go.
Rich the Kid said my Spanish is like a soccer commentator. Goal!
Messi ataca con la pelota. Va a la derecha.
Yo, George Foster said Mexico is North America.
Yeah.
And someone else said North.
No, you gotta split it at the equator. But,
Yeah, I thought it was North America, but I remember seeing a map.
JB, you
and
are
it was just
trash.
weird.
You are trash, whether you speak Spanish or English. You non-avatar having commenter you. Let me go out to J Mac. It's his birthday.
Mac Attack.
You know how these
Sapo
bitches
Verde
is in
to
the
you.
sport. Total disrespect. Kid has no class, no style.
I'm a gorilla, I'm a dog. I'm a dog, I'm a gorilla.
The smartest thing you can do is to stay away from Derek.
It can't be the boogeyman if I'm chasing. You want to bet on? You bet 100,000 on that. Let's bet $1 million. Easy. Let's bet $1 million.
Good morning.
Good morning. Happy birthday.
Happy born day, champ. How old are
Happy
you?
B-Day, brother.
Hey, don't worry about that. I don't respond to chumps. I don't get back thanks for chumps.
Oh, all right.
Hey,
Oh, all
info.
right.
Shout out to Info for the birthday shout out, but he was a little bit off with the comparison between Amir Khan and Teofimo. I understood why he got $5 million, but I think he was overpaid. But they gambled on Amir Khan's name. Teofimo hasn't established that type of name to be getting paid anything near that. So whatever he should
Khan
get,
ain't had no belt.
all right, whatever. Lomachenko, I think his highest payday is all $1 million or maybe $2 million. So Teofimo, probably what he got offered should be what he take. I'm not counting the man money. I want to see the fight. Or as Nestor Gibbs always continuously show his passion and hate for Bud Crawford, arguing with a world-renowned trainer on here after he gave you his fourth.
Gonna have to use the and I can't let go. Want to shout out Dempsey in the chat, man. Been a Patreon since March 2017. Champion.
Yo, salute to Jack.
You are the champion of all champions, even though we got a lot of champions, but you're one of those champions. You up there. It's arguable. Are you pound for pound? You know what I'm saying? You got to check your resume. Make them bud tenders upset. My man didn't even accept my birthday wishes for him because we was talking bud. Jesus. Who's next? We got Ringer Ellis, Joshua, North Carolina. What up?
What up, TBV? You all right?
North Carolina. Put your hands up. What was that? Who was that? PD Pablo? Yo, what happened to PD Pablo, yo? Fell off.
Hey, Jay,
Yeah, we hear you. I mean, you definitely speaker, but we gonna take it.
man, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to do that. I want to tell you something, man. Bob Arum is disgusting. Straight disgusting. That man is 92 years old, talking about he don't want to lose millions of dollars. What's an extra $1 million? I mean, God, no. What is going on here, bro? This is crazy, man. I mean, it's unification. Like, this man, after all the taxes and all that, he had to pay his $1 million he give him. He's only like going to have like 280, maybe $180,000 to set up. You got to pay the trainers and all that. I mean, what the hell, man? I mean, it's crazy, man. Like, and then Vasiliy Lomachenko, I mean, I don't think he deserves what he getting paid. He don't bring no fan base. Eastern Europeans don't be looking for him over here. I mean, it's crazy, man. I'm like, bro, that's why I get tired of these Eastern European fighters, bro. They protecting them like they somebody special. They ain't nobody special. Man, F top playing, man. Teofimo, lead him, go somewhere else, bro. I don't care if you go.
Joshua, North Carolina. We got Jared Lloyd.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Jared Lloyd on the super chat says, today was the day a bum lord was born. Jay McDonald's upgraded from his Obama phone. Bum Lord Crawford will forever be trash.
Yo, he called you a bum lord. Yo, let me go to King Amin of Essex.
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean.
Yo, TBV, top of the
happy birthday.
Happy B-Day.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. Feliz cumpleaños a me, nigga.
That's right.
Feliz
Listen, man.
cumpleaños.
Great interview, man. Great interview, and it's crazy because I was on the work call with my dickhead supervisor, so he made me miss the answer to my question about who would he. So I'm gonna go have to listen to that. But either way, yo, Teofimo, and that's called it early out the gate that this fight wasn't as solid as people was thinking. Whether it's for me, yo, don't use the money as an issue to the. This is what we always see. We could talk about it. Don't use the money as an issue to not want to fight. If Teofimo want to fight, take less, right? If Vasiliy want more, yo, do you have more to give him? You know what I'm saying? But I get it. I can't tell that man to sacrifice it. But at some point, because it's been talked about and they both been trading shots, I still would call Lomo to duck. But they got to make this fight happen. That's my call.
Word. King Born, Brooklyn.
Stand up.
Shame on
Hey,
you
yo,
when you step
listen.
to.
This how we doing it. Yo, happy born day to King Amin. Happy birthday to J Mac and JT. Let's get to it. Hey, yo, your man talking about that Deontay Wilder need a stunt double. That's the wildest thing I heard a trainer say this whole year. Deontay Wilder need a stunt double. But listen, man, if your man if Loma getting 3.5, why you think I'm gonna let you get 3 times more than what I'm getting? And Loma's and Teofimo get 1.2. Nah, give that man 2 mil and stop playing. And listen, whoever Loma camp is, whoever Bob camp is, they not on dust no more. They don't do dust. They on Flocka. They want some whole new stuff to give that man a little bit of money. And you talking about, yo, be great. I could be great. Up the money up. Let's go. Put the money in my pocket, man. Stop playing. Gotta get it popping, man. That fight gotta go on.
Majid, Florida.
What up? Everybody need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and join Patreon for whatever you could afford. Hey, man, but y'all know I'm Mr. Salty on this whole thing with Teofimo and Lopez because he wrote a love letter to get the shot, so I just feel like there's some karma coming back around, and I know that it won't be next or whatever, but I'm like, hey, let the old man keep getting old, screw him. If they can't do it fairly or whatever, it is what it is. Loma the one on the time clock. Tio's still young. So that's all I got, man. But shout out to y'all. I'm out.
All right.
Champ.
Maul is so icy. Just listening, champ. I know you working.
I'm here, thank you. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
All right, man. Yeah, I'm on the road. But yeah, man. Hopefully they can get this fight happening, man. If they got to up with some dollars to make that happen, that's gonna be the best thing for boxers, especially in this, in this situation. For them to go ahead and just pay him what he wants, and then I think that's gonna have a lot of eyes on it, man. I want to see it, so hopefully they can go ahead and put the dollars behind it so he can get it. Me looking at it in a different scenario because where I'm at, obviously, if I was in Teofimo's position to, be great right there, I'd take that little pay cut. But I'm looking at it from somebody.
Cut out a little bit, champ. We lost him.
Call him driving. Ruin the 504, Nueva Orleans.
What's going on, fellas? Good morning. What's up?
Good morning.
Buenos dias, campeón.
I really was just figuring out in this situation. I'm thinking 1.5 to 2 seems fair just to get this fight made. But
so you saying 250,000 more and Loma should be good with that. You think
this
that
is not the whole
you think that so you basically saying
let him get it off.
So you basically saying that Devin Haney opponent is only worth 250,000 more.
Let Rue get it off.
My thing is, it has absolutely nothing to do with Lomachenko. This is between Bob and Teofimo. Now, when I got the notification for this episode hours ago this morning, I was hoping you guys wouldn't even try to bash Loma in this situation, but you failed miserably as usual. This is between Bob and Teofimo, so pay him more just to get the fight made. That's fair, and I don't understand how is that unreasonable.
Hey, what
Listen,
happened?
I'm not going to speak for everybody else, but I'm not trying to bash Loma in the situation. All I'm saying is that, look, add up the money. There's $4.5 million that they're giving the fighters, right? I feel like that is still short money, bottom line. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to count Loma's pockets. I'm really
And I'm
not.
not
I know that I
disagreeing.
made
I'm
that
saying
comment, but you got to look at it from
I'm
that
okay
side,
with
Rue.
I'm okay with him getting more. That's what I'm saying. That's I'm not
Yeah, and that's
disagreeing
the
with
only point that I'm trying to
him getting
make
paid.
is that if you look at that money, it's $4.5 million. Does that not seem low for a fight of this magnitude?
As far as what everyone's getting paid now, I think it is low, but it's like we're in a pandemic. How much money do they have? And I guess the real
Yo, dog, it ain't my
get that,
fault. Y'all ain't
but
got no
Loma's
money. So now
but so why
I
is
gotta
Loma?
like
But that's what I'm
what?
saying. I'm sorry, Ness. I just want to say this real quick while I have it in my head. Rue, I understand what you're saying, and that's where Loma comes in the situation. It's like if Loma is able to get paid, then Teofimo should be able to get paid. But they're paying one guy and trying not to really pay the other. That's how it feels to me.
Bro, the truth is, if the money ain't there, the fight shouldn't happen.
Look, and I get that, and you're right. I don't want that to be the fact, but that is the fact. And again, it's not about bashing Loma. It's not about counting his pockets. I want all of them. I want every fighter to get paid what they're worth and more. And I know that's idealism, and I'm not trying to be that guy, but ultimately, at the end of the day, you can't sit here and say, "Oh, it's like, oh, well, you're bashing Loma for this," but it's like, no, I'm bashing the situation, and Loma just happens to be tied to it. I mean, look, the fight is as big as it is because of Lomachenko. That's real deal.
Real deal in the Holyfield.
Real deal, no
Stone
Holyfield.
Bone Book Sale.
What up? What up? Hey Mario, you just said 4.5 is a low purse for a unification bout. The
For
total
this
purse.
fight of this magnitude, I think.
So for you, what was a bigger fight? Was it Earl Spence versus Sean Porter, or is it this fight?
Of course, Earl Spence, Sean Porter.
So why was a
In
$4 million
terms of money,
purse?
not in terms of what it means.
I'm just saying it might have been more on the back end, but just paper on paper, $4 million was their purse, but 500,000 more is a little purse. T.O. should get more money. I'm not disagreeing with you on that. I think he needs to get more money. They need to figure it out. But for what I'm hearing, they both want warm up bouts. This ain't even about money. I heard T.O.'s gonna end up getting 2.5. They both want warm up bouts. Just keep your ear to the streets, and you will hear Lomachenko wanted a warm up bout. That was the whole thing when T.O. was talking about the 7-8 million. Lomachenko was talking that to get a warm up bout, and Top Rank is gonna pay him more. Then they both gonna get warm up bouts, and they trying to push this fight to where they can do it with a little bit of crowd to where they can pay him more money.
Listen, I don't disagree with you. I think that there is I think that there was a plan to try to extend it as much as they could. That's why the date kept getting pushed back. But listen, I think we can all agree that Twitter for boxing is the streets. If you know who to follow, then you know the burner accounts that of people that are releasing information all the time. That's how everybody gets their info, right? So, I'm on Twitter constantly, and I have not seen anything like that. And if you want to make the argument that that was always the plan, there's no way they would have let it get this ugly if the plan was always to get interim bouts, because now it seems like there's friction with Bob and Teofimo. I think if there was always a plan to get separate bouts and Bob was a part of that, which of course he would have been, then why did it get so ugly? That's the only thing I don't understand about it. But what you said makes sense though.
TJ, I think you still just listening. If so, we got Trey in the Bay.
Trey in the Bay. Let's go, champ.
Trey.
Okay.
Y'all hear me?
What
Y'all
up?
hear me?
What up?
Yes, we
Yeah.
do.
Hey, Mario, you know I'm Mac in the chat, right? Get my Skype handle from Ness. I
Oh,
went
is
to go
that
put.
you? Oh, okay, great, great.
yeah,
Awesome,
yeah,
awesome,
yeah. So listen,
awesome, great.
Spain is Europe.
Yo, oh man, then
Europe,
I
so that's
probably
European. Feel me?
I would probably need to pay you more than one shirt then, because if it's you, then you definitely got that real education. I'm not talking about no college grad sitting behind some desk.
Yeah, nah, I read a lot, man, and I've been there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Spain,
exactly. That's what
Spain
I'm
is
saying.
Europe. Man. Spain is in Europe. They are European, man. But to me, right, a person who doesn't speak Spanish who can understand a little bit because I learned from my Mexican friends. I can understand in Spain more than I can the Caribbean guys, and I can understand the Mexican guys a lot better. The
Damn,
Caribbean
that's
guys,
interesting.
you Caribbean guys, your accent throws me off. I can catch a
Too.
word here or there. But well, like the coach who was on, I can understand him more. Where was he from?
Cuba.
Cuba.
He was from Cuba. For some reason,
Yeah.
I can understand him a lot better than I can understand. Like when I lived in Florida, man, I was lost with the Puerto Rican cats. Puerto Rican cats, Dominican cats, man, y'all lose. I don't know, for some reason I can't. I may can catch a word or two here or there. But and then I lost a lot of the Spanish too. You know what I mean? Because if you're not around people who speak it for a long time, then you forget a lot. I'm sure a lot of you guys can understand that from people who speak multiple languages. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you guys something that's awkward too, man. So I could kind of understand how bilingual people feel after I spent the 2 years in France. When I came back, saying hello was a problem for me because I wanted to say it in French, right? And just like my greetings and stuff, I would stutter a lot when I got back to the States because my brain was working. My some of my greetings and little basic shit that I used to do all day every day was in French, right? So when I would come home, I would stutter or I wouldn't say anything, and people would think I was being rude because I wouldn't because I'm not.
Champ, gave you your boomerang right there. We got J Mac boomerang.
Yo, shout out to y'all for the birthday wishes. I wasn't just playing nice. But Ness, I know you gonna come with the energy and your hate. Just keep doing it. It motivates me. Jared F. Boy Lloyd, you like sending the chats in, keeping my name in your mouth. I would disrespect you, but I ain't trying to take it there. But just keep spending your money on me. I give you life. I breathe your energy. Whatever. That's my call.
Hey, what happened?
That almost went south for me. He should have ended it with "I give you life." He said, "I breathe your energy." I don't
Yo,
know.
it sounded like a bar though. I think J Mac be spitting
Is
on
he
low
making a
key.
debut?
Yo, I think J Mac be spitting low key, and I bet you he's gonna come out and debut at some point and
They
just
probably training in the
wreck
back
it.
channel and shit, like sparring, and they gonna turn from promoter to battler.
JT don't give me those vibes. I'm not saying he couldn't. I get that vibe from J Mac because sometimes the way he talks is kind of like sing songy. You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
know
Like
anymore.
rhythmy.
They be cooking stuff up in the back channel. Anything could come.
Real.
I'm gonna put you to sleep.
Call them Ghost Riders.
Bro, what if they were, yo? What if they ghost wrote?
Counter
Yo,
punch, counter punch, counter punch. Nasty. From Trey in the Bay.
right in the bay. My new tutor.
All right, so on the actual topic though, who's stalling the fight? Is it Teofimo or Loma?
Tio said he ain't taking 1.25.
Hey, he might just be pulling that Andy Ruiz, man, and trying to just get a little couple extra dollars on what he can. You know what I'm saying? He might just be pulling the Andy. So, I mean, and to me, he did say a little few things after his last fight when he knocked out Richard Comey. He stuttered a little bit when they asked him about the Lomachenko fight. Watch the post-fight interview, or was it pre-fight? I think it was post-fight or pre-fight. Y'all check that out. That's my call.
Trey in the Bay. Going over the list, checking it twice. You might end up in the rhyme if you naughty and nice. Yo, that's it. We out. Next GTO. Instagram, Twitter. No more people.
Alex _ Doomsday _ LAINEZ on IG, TikTok, same handle, and Twitter, Alex Lines TBV. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Right next to it is a rectangular box with the word subscribe. If it doesn't have the D at the end, you haven't been welcome to the family. Yeah, according to Ness's status.
If you don't have a D at the end, that means you're a D.
You're disrespectful.
I just burped up chorizo and egg, and I thought I was in
Yeah, so hit the notification bell, and you can get to know when Mario burps his sausage burrito. Bless up. Anybody that knows, we are in preparation to launch a membership, so stay tuned. We're going to have very good things for you. Oh!
Greatness. 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 Greatness.
Living, y'all. How we living?
We living, champ.
That's blessed, man. I know we at the end of the show, man. Most certainly, happy born day to King Amin and J Mac and JT. That's for sure, man. Y'all got many more to celebrate. I don't got too much, man. I hope that they get this fight with Teofimo and Lomo, because the fight does have some substance to it. So I'm not too sure who would I give that in the fight, because we already know with Lomo and his lateral movement. I would like to see how Teo would adjust with that. But I do feel like Teo could make those adjustments. You know, so it's a good matchup. Hopefully.
And looking like we got Lids Low in Decatur, Georgia. Where you at?
Lids Low. It ain't no show without Lids Low.
Where is Lids Low? He said, I tried to get in and I ain't in. Lids Low.
Never saw him on Blog Talk.
What you know? Call you Lids Low.
An opponent for Mario.
Lids Low, talk to us.
Yo, what's happening, man? Sorry I came in. Cooler, man. Sorry I came in late, bro. Hey, so this how I'ma feel about it. Like, Teofimo always came with the energy and said he was with the shit. So, in my opinion, this what I feel he should do. Take the money, bruh. Remember when the pandemic, first of all, let's everybody always remember the pandemic. You understand? So after that, just think of how great that'll be, bro. You went into the pandemic, beat the cat, and took less money. So when you come out on top, bro, you can ask for whatever you want. For me, because of how he carried himself.
Man, you broke up a little bit, Lids.
Call you break up.
I was gonna say right now too, man.
There we go.
There we go. You're back.
No.
You broke up a little bit. Go ahead.
Damn. Okay. Well, shit, I forgot where I was at. But anyway, like I was saying though, don't start with the prima donna, bro. You got the good energy. You stay crunk. Like, just keep that going, because that's what the fans like about the boy. He talk shit and he back it.
Chill, champ. I wish you bartenders had that same energy when Bob was telling Sean it wasn't enough money to fight Crawford.
You took it from my mind, champ.
You know
say it again.
I wish these bartenders, these chicken tender bartenders, feel me? I wish they had the same energy when Bob said, no, we can't do Sean Porter right now. We can't do those type of fights right now. Pandemic. No, we can't pay Bud right now. Can't pay Bud right now. No, he's going to sit out. Come on, dog. Keep the same energy.
What are you talking about? That's the complete opposite.
How is the opposite?
Because you're talking about the A-side money versus the B-side money. What are you talking about?
Who's B-side?
Who's B-side?
Teofimo's B-side.
Man, you bumped your noggin, dog. What state? What state is Vasiliy?
You cannot go this whole show.
Bruh, answer my question. What state is Vasiliy the A-side?
That doesn't make any type of sense.
What
do you
mean?
What do
you mean? I'm giving you an opportunity to tell me where is Vasiliy going to be able to stage the fight as the A side? Because I could tell you Teofimo's the A side in New York City.
Okay.
90% of the people will be there for Teo.
Draw and being the A side, and you know that. Now they correlate a lot of times, but you know as well as I do that there are guys in Texas or Jersey that most people have never heard of that draw fans. But when they line those people up with the nearest Lindy Lara, or they're coming up and they're fighting Canelos and they're being fed to them, they're the draw, but they are not the A side. So there's a difference.
Okay. Where is he the draw then? Answer your own question.
No, you're saying that Theo's the draw.
Yeah.
I'm saying Loma's the A side.
And what? But for, okay, so why are you saying it for? Why are you saying that he's the A side?
No, I mean he got more belts.
Seniority?
No. Why are you saying it? What's the purpose of this
resume
discussion right
now?
now?
Because listen, I don't think Ness is wrong in what he's saying. I think that he's using the wrong metaphor though. He's saying that why not go after Bud with the Sean Porter stuff in the same way that they're going after Teofimo with the Lomachenko stuff. And all I'm saying is, and here's the thing, we agree, okay? We don't disagree. I just don't think that that's a fair, nor is it a
Why
comparable.
not? Sean Porter, there's no money for Porter. No, I'm not. You are making an A side. Listen, there's no money for Porter, and there's also no money for Teofimo. But people will tell you who are bud tenders, ain't no money, shawty. Ain't no money for Porter. It's a pandemic. We ain't got no tickets. But for Tio, take short money. For Tio, take short money. Be great. Be great. Come on, dog.
Listen. If they were saying that about Porter, it would make sense.
No, you know why for Porter? You know why for Porter? They ain't even telling Porter to take short money because they know you're a threat. He know you're a threat.
Right. Real quick, super chat. Jared Lloyd says, Jay McDonald's, a.k.a. Carl Thomas, mad because his fighter 33 with no real fight on the resume. Tell Jay McDonald's to wipe his tears and man up.
Yo, ain't Carl Thomas a R&B singer?
Well, Carl Thomas is
a R&B guy that owned Wendy's.
Nah, Carl Thomas is a R&B singer. I know the Carl Thomas I know is an R&B singer. He had a hot song. That's it right there. Oh
that's
my
Carl
God,
Thomas.
That's Carl Thomas. That's Carl Thomas. I told y'all he an R&B singer.
Oh yeah, I recognize this album cover right away.
Yo, look at Trey in the Bay. Said, damn, he called him Carl Thomas with the dead emoji and then clapping out loud. Somebody had a super chat. I think it's greatness on the counter punch. Punching the counters.
Counter punch.
Greatness.
What's good? What's good, man? Shout out to the soundbar, you feel me? Yo, man, I got cut off. Man. I be forgetting sometimes. I be so used to the commish calls. I be forgetting it's a timer on the live calls. But yo, so we could get things straight. Yo, do me, man. Is you taking a break off for this Saturday or next Saturday?
Well, I got a message. You're gonna have to talk to ECP first. ECP, did you get anything?
I mean,
I know
you said you wanted him, so
this
is him.
Yeah. Is that all legit? Because I know sometimes we go through the little.
I mean, as long as you want it, it was happening Saturday.
All right. Checked in. Greatness is up to you, champ. You want to do this this week, next week? You know how I feel.
I mean, I had it planned for this Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got more than enough time to get it done for this Saturday. Unless you want some Teofimo, need a in between fight, Greatness.
Damn, he's hating.
Oh yeah. I'm going off what do me. You feel what I'm saying? I'm respecting what he said. He said that he was gonna take some time off.
Nah, you respecting the A side. Be real.
All right.
So wait. He didn't even say this is good then, right? We're set.
Yeah, we're set.
We're
Nah,
set.
he wanted a confirmation. I just wanted to check in with the desk. Because I know sometimes we have negotiations flying around sometimes in the air.
I said
who
you
want. To me right now, Boxing Bars Saturday is going to be one of the best cards, bro.
But that's because I'm promoting it. That's because I'm promoting it. You know what I'm saying? I'm reaching out to all qualified fighters that really want to fight. If you ain't answer me back, we got your receipt, and we know.
Yo, 2 veterans in the game. Who have been tearing
we got the
through
super
it
champ. We got the super champ, first champ in Boxing Bars history to be from across the pond, Idris. He defended his title. He's in a rematch clause with the former champ, Mario Money Made Monguilla.
Yeah, I won my second title on
2
Saturday.
times.
Oh, 2 times.
Crazy.
You gonna be like AJ.
2 times.
He said he gonna be like AJ.
Yo, he can keep that
Then on
silver
the
belt though.
undercard, you know what I'm saying? We got it's a toss up. Who's the co-main? Is it the undefeated Doomy going against Greatness? You know, or is
Yo,
it?
I'm just letting y'all know right now. I've been real nice, B. I've been real nice on this boxing bar stuff,
Bro,
But
I'm on that vibe.
I've been getting some energy from a few of y'all. Y'all know who y'all
Yes.
are.
You
And
know who y'all are.
man, I'm from the mud, champs. I read them
Bruh.
from a mile away. I see y'all. Listen, champs, it's only words. Don't
Listen
be
to me.
mad.
Listen
It's
to
only
me.
words. But hold up. I'm coming with the heat this Saturday. I'm coming with that heat. I'm not no more Mr. Nice Guy. All right?
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
So
Doomy, y'all merely adopted the dark. Doomy was born in it.
I was born in it.
Molded by
it.
Yo, but
So
what's the
let's
rest
go,
of my
champ.
card? Let me get to the rest of my card, man. What else I got? My rest of my card is we got a counterpunch from James Benitez. I got to get back to that. James.
He gave that to me.
Oh.
Mr. Jared Lloyd. Mr. Jared Lloyd. Look, I ain't got time to play with a little treasure trove, somebody that hides in the dark. Keep spending your money with Nestor Gibbs and ticking his vagina on the show and stuff like that. Cause he gets so excited when you send your little out of date, same old call times. You was saying that yesteryear. I mean, you on the same old. Grow up, man. Pick a new line. Come at us with something harder. Show your face. Get on this Skype. Let's find out who you are. You type the same stuff over and over. You are a clown. You hide in a cubicle somewhere and where it's safe where you can just type. Get your ass on Skype. Jared Fuckboy Lloyd. That's my call.
He lives in your head rent free. You dying for him to show his face. You know what I'm saying? You can't take his words, bro. You want to yell. He don't want to yell. He typing and it's killing you softly. You know it. He knows it. I know it. We all know it. Let me see. That's it. We out. Next GTO, Instagramming and tweeting. Let me double check all the super chats before we roll. Make sure we got to everybody.
Oh, also Enrique is battling JP. That was the closeout of the card. Did you already say that?
I did
sorry,
not.
I have mine.
I did not. I was saying that it's he didn't send two, champ. He only sent one, unless he's sending another one coming through. Oh, actually, he did send two. Let me double check that though.
Wow.
So yeah, JP versus Cash Wheezy. You know what I'm saying? Because we keep putting them in tough, and that's why I was saying like I didn't know who was gonna be co-main. Is it the undefeated Doomy going against Greatness, or is it JP and Cash Wheezy? Because Cash Wheezy got that fame now. You know what I'm saying? Cash Wheezy with the fame.
Cash is a contender.
Yeah, we got two here. So J Mac Donald, as Lloyd says.
What Nestor Gibbs? I will insult you, but I didn't did it. That shit outdated too. I see that you get so excited when whatever Jared Lloyd come to your defense. I don't know if it's you. I don't know if it's Doomy. It's one of you niggas, or it's actually some type of clown that seems to get life off of my cause. It's weird, man, and stuff like that. Look how excited you just got. And far as living rent free in my head, no, you came up with that weird shit. Nobody lives rent free in my head. I just on the bullshit you get on this show with after every show's changing up your narrative. 1 minute you want a guy to take short money, 1 minute you think a guy should take short money.
You just don't listen.
what
Short
we should
money is
do?
to be taken when you're not a champion. You purposely take short money to get the belt to get big money. You know what I'm saying? So Tio took short money in a Comey fight, and now he's gonna take short money again because he want to keep pleasing y'all. Why? Because one caller said because he's young, and he got more fights to make. This ain't
Looks
got.
like
This ain't got to be his
the
end
story
all.
all the time. That's look, take this in the culo real quick. You're gonna do better later. Get out of here with that, man. I don't want to hear that, bro. Look, I get it. Oh, look, you're a young champ. You know, you get this. Now you're going to be the man. Like, come on, bro. To me, it sounds like conniving usual business. Let's take advantage of this standpoint right here. Yeah, he's a young fighter. Yo, after this, then you'll get the big money. Like, come on, man. It's got to be a time where a young fighter is going to say, yo, stop trying to hustle me, man. Stop trying to hustle me and stop trying to throw this pandemic in there, knowing that the monies are there. You know what I'm saying? The monies are there, man.
No, you're right. Jared Lloyd with another super chat says, Jay McDonald's is an Obama phone having pedestrian that stays with the tears. Damn. E-Day and everything, bro. Man. You know what? Still, though, happy birthday to my mans and them because it's all their birthday. But you know what we should do? We should do something for Patreon's birthdays. Like we should I don't know.
Well, oh yeah, we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that.
Any
I was just thinking like a 15, like when they got their like $15, like, you know what I'm saying? We could do something on their birthdays, like for them, like, I don't know.
Yeah, we would have to see if the logistics and everything, the dynamics actually
what about like
are
a
sustainable.
What if we did like a 15-minute time limit mini show with them, like whatever they, you know what I'm saying? Like we got a lot, right?
Yeah,
though?
yeah. Everything, everything we do, we want to do it for the TBV fan. But look, and we're talking about this off air because there's a bunch of other stuff that I got, for you guys to just look over.
Yeah, I'm excited about it too.
Because there's more. I got more ideas to give back to TBV fam. Guys, we're gonna be launching a membership pretty soon here on YouTube, and we want everybody to always feel like they're getting everything that they're paying for. And we're doing our due diligence in the back, and we'll be announcing soon.
Bruvy.
Hey, what happened, bruv? ¿Qué está pasando? What is it, Batman?
Yo, what the heck?
Did
your
no.
mic go off?
No, I'm here.
Oh, well, why'd you say damn it?
Oh, I was just gonna say, damn, Bitcoin went up 3,000, bro. Remember it was at 9?
I thought he's gonna say, yo, Mike
Bruh.
Bro, it's almost at 12 right now.
Y'all know. So my dad, I have my stock options are under his account at whatever bank, I forgot. So like I can't do weekend trades, right? But my dad can for me, right? And yo, I had the shot to get Microsoft. I forgot what it's called. It's like a 3-to-1 split. Like whenever you buy a share and then they'll give you 3 more if you're buying, or 2 more if you're buying in, right? Yo, right before the TikTok stuff. So whatever it was going to open up at on Monday, I would have gotten what it closed at on Friday. And I didn't pull the trigger. I regret it. And Microsoft about to buy TikTok. Otherwise, TikTok's going to fold. Like TikTok has to sell to Microsoft because if they don't, they're done. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Either make money or get cut off.
Yep.
And so
that's messed up too. But I told y'all a long time ago, man. I'm just been right a lot.
Messed up them
I
know, bro.
I joined anyway. I didn't care.
He said it untitled. Remember one of the first untitles we did when we came back, and he said it. Doomy, I think you said it too.
It was too much.
Because
No,
the Chinese
he didn't.
was stealing information.
He didn't. He didn't. He got on it, and I kept telling him, like, bro, because he's such a DARPA dude, and then all of a sudden he's on TikTok. I'm like, bro, aren't you not looking at the news that these dudes are, like, giving you information? It's, like, all type of weird stuff with that app, man. All type of weird stuff.
Yeah, well, Ness, I was fully aware of all of that, and I decided to do it anyway.
Shandu sent a little TikTok in the chat, in the Border Watch chat. I'm like, oh, I deleted that shit.
Yeah.
Like, hold up. Shit got a
It's
tracking
all good.
bug.
Hey, look. There
You can't get on it unless you have an account anyway.
Yeah, and then they put the bug on you. It's over. You got the track on you. They know everything. They know everything about you. It's over. Bruh, listen, when the government tells their employees they can't have the app on their phone, their spouse's phone, and their children's phone, it's time not to have that app on your phone. I'm just keeping it G. Now you wanna go ahead and play with fire? Play with fire.
Listen, the only reason why I would say that might not be the case all the time, because like I've heard that you can't use personal Skype calling type of technology on your work computer if you're a government employee.
And that's
what I've heard.
fine. That's fine. But what
So,
you're not.
but that's
it's
just because
totally
they're being
different,
extra
though, Mario.
protective.
It's totally different from a Pentagon employee being told that their spouse who is at home can't have TikTok, and their children that are at school can't have TikTok. No way.
But just remember, all right, that's the intelligence community, and you know, when you start to talk about counterintelligence and you know, watching each other, and it doesn't matter where the hell you are, bro. When we want to watch you on your phone, we're gonna watch you on your phone. This is America. All right, we got the best technology.
I'm so upset, bro. I used to watch Bitcoin daily. Got busy for whatever amount of time, and from the last time I told y'all, because remember I used to say to the people right here listening live, dog, it literally almost went up $4,000. Like, that's a fucking flip right there, bro. I had a little bit of chump change in there. I go back and I'm like, whoa, that made money, but it, you know, I didn't have the normal. Remember, I took it out. So mad.
Speaking of your phone, listening to you, you know what happened on Sunday night? I think it was Sunday night.
Facebook opened up your phone.
I was helping me and my wife were moving stuff, right? And I think she was talking to her brother or somebody, and she said, she turned to me and she goes, Mario, who's that really that super hot boxer? And I already knew who she's talking about. She clowns all the time. I'm like, Edgar Belonga. She's like, yeah, that's him. And she's like, I love his name. She was talking. I was like, okay, dude, we got home that night and she was checking her phone. And you know how when you pull up Google on your phone, it gives you like a bunch of list of website or like stories, bro. On the top of her story, Edgar Belonga and Canelo, bro. She doesn't search. She doesn't Google. If she watches the show, it's on an iPad. You know what I mean? Her phone.
It's that AI, dude.
Yo, I was like, what the F? That's crazy, bro. They listening.
Crazy. We got a super chat. Did y'all get to it? Candy Came Slim?
No, we didn't.
Candy Slim says, Coach got it right. Bud Crawford is pound for pound #1. Congratulations to Jared Lloyd and his husband on 1 year of marriage.
Damn.
Wow.
Did you get the Jared Lloyd's other one?
The one about the Obama phone?
Mariowski read it.
Yeah, we got that one.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. At Martin McGee on Twitter, at Martin McGee on Instagram. Peace.
Peace.